Fremont Federal Credit Union High School football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
All right. Good evening. It's football time here on Eagle 99. It is Wauseon the Indians taking on the Clyde Fliers here in Wauseon. Clyde will kick the ball off. Wauseon offense will get on the field first. The officials are giving some final instructions. Both teams are on the field. Obviously, Wauseon saw the tape that Clyde doesn't kick it very deep. They're standing on their 20-yard line waiting for the football. So we know that the Indians are going to get pretty good field position, Mike, right?
Yeah, anybody that has went against Clyde's kickoff team has had decent field position all year.
Special teams is going to be important here tonight. We always decide turnovers, special teams, when it comes to teams that are equally matched, is really kind of the defining factor. Let's see what happens here tonight, Mike. I hope we have a good, clean game. I want to remind you, John Cullen with Mike Martin and Brad Bannister bringing you the action, and they are all ready, and we're about ready to get it underway. And Dickman's going to kick it off for Clyde. And there's a hush.
Yes, and the whistle.
We'll get the whistle. There we go. And we are underway. It's end over end. It's going to be fielded at the 30, dropped right at the 30-yard line. So that time, good special teams. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 31 for the Wauseon Indians. They're coming into the field here 5-1 on the season. They are wearing their red jerseys with white numerals, white trousers with red trim. And their quarterback is Connor Penrod. And Penrod is the one that makes the engine go.
Yeah, John, he's got 1,500 yards on the season right now and 21 touchdown passes. So you can see this ball is probably going to be put in the air quite often.
4 receiver set, 2 to each side, moving left to right. Penrod looking for the first snap, and he's got next to him Britz, his running back. And he's looking to throw, looking. He's going to throw a little out pattern here. It's going to be tipped away. Nice defense by the Flyers, and on Clyde on that defensive side. Who had that, Mike?
Caden Berger was right there, and he did a nice job. Now, he had a little separation between he and the receiver, but he was able to get his hands up, get up in the air, and knock that ball down.
Just a nice, easy possession pass, right, Mike? Good call. 2nd down and 10. Just underway here tonight in Wauseon at Harmon Field. So there's going to be stacked receivers here on our near side, then split receivers on the far side. And Tyson Britch is the running back, and they're going to hand off to him, and he's going to get hit, and he will maybe pick up a yard. They'll move him up to about the 32. It'll be a pickup of 1. It'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it a long 8, Mike, with just underway here tonight, 11:32 in the first quarter.
Walker Britt and Dylan Overmeyer combined on that tackle. That's something that they don't do a whole lot of as far as running the ball. Tyson has only carried the ball 67 times for 267 yards on the season.
All right. Penrod back at quarterback. He's dropping straight back. He's got time. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to have to throw the football. He's on the move. He's throwing it deep across the middle. It's going to be caught. And that's where he hurts you, is the busted play, Mike. He got outside the pocket and was able to find a receiver to cut open, and that pass was completed as Sam Smith at the Clyde 26-yard line.
Wilson was on the tackle on that, but you're right, John. It's exactly what the problem is. You have to have outside contained, because if you allow him to get outside that pocket and throw on the run, he's going to find some open receivers.
Clyde did have him trapped, but he rolled out to the right, kind of like what you see on Sundays. He broke containment on the run. Nice throw, pitch, catch, 1st down at the Clyde 26. 3 receivers stacked to the left side. Single setback is Britch, and it's going to be Penrod, the quarterback. He's looking right. He's being pressured. He's looking again. He's got to throw it here, and he's just got to throw it away.
Nice job by Wilson out there, just chucking the receiver and not allowing him to get off the line. And he slipped a little bit and went down on the ground, and Wilson just stayed right on him. No pass interference because the ball was not in the air at that time. When he did throw the ball, Wilson was off him, so just wasn't able to get up and make that reception.
We'll go down to Brad Bannister after this and size up these two teams. So it looks like Wauseon has a pretty good-sized offensive line. And right now, Penrod has had time to throw. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Rich to the right. He's looking right again. Now he's looking down the middle. Now he's going to think he's being pressured. He's rolling out again. He's just going to throw it away. No, he will get it caught, but it will just be about back to the line of scrimmage. That time, Clyde had good pressure again. And his completion to I think it was Bridge out of the backfield. It was, and it'll be third down, and we'll call it 7 at the Clyde 23.
Green Slade Norman gave a lot of pressure on that, made him get rid of the ball quick, and Wilson again on that tackle.
Boy, how important is the Clyde defensive backfield going to be tonight?
It's going to be huge. Also, that pressure that they're going to be sending. Now, one thing they're not doing, they are not sending any linebackers. They're just rushing with 4 right now.
All right. So, big third down play. Third down and 7. 3 receivers on the one side, 2 here on the near side. 5 receivers set. He's looking for a screen. He's being pressured. Oh, boy, there's a push in the back. And he's looking up there for a pass catch. It's going to be caught. It's going to be a touchdown. That time he waved the receiver back, and the receiver caught it and scored. And I tell you what, I saw Clyde defensive lineman get shoved in the back down, but it's going to be a touchdown. And I believe who got that. Let's go down to Brad Bannister and see who it was that received that touchdown, Brad.
Chad, I know exactly what you're referring to down here because it looked like the left side of this line shoved the Clyde defensive player in the back. But great job by the Wauseon receiver of going up, high pointing that ball and taking it in for a touchdown.
What number was that, Brad?
That was, I want to say 23.
Okay.
All right, here's the extra point, and we have a penalty on the extra point. It's going to be offsides Clyde, and they will go ahead and tee it up again.
Offsides against Clyde.
Chad, I take that back. I believe that was number 12.
Okay, that's John Tester, and that would be his 3rd touchdown reception of the season.
And that was a tough catch. He was falling backwards.
Oh, yeah, he
and
went
jumped
high up.
Caught. It was impressive.
Did you notice how Penrod waved him? Penrod
Yep.
was rolling, waved him, just tossed it out there.
And again, he was able to get outside the contain, and Clyde did not have anyone containing that.
Right, so here's the extra point. The attempt. Penrod is the holder. There's a high snap. The kick is up. It's end over end, and the kick is going to be good. All right, at the 9:39 mark of the first quarter, Wauseon strikes first. Their first drive, it is Wauseon 7. Clyde nothing. We'll be back after this on Eagle 99.
Crown Battery, locally owned and operated, is pleased to support tonight's teams and takes this time to wish them luck for a successful season. The staff at Crown Battery recognizes the importance of teamwork both in and out of the classroom. That is why everyone at Crown Battery is a proud sponsor of not only tonight's broadcast, but a proud sponsor and contributor to our community, its athletic programs, and its educational infrastructure. Good luck and thank you from all the staff at Crown Battery, supplying you power since 1926.
Hello, it's Pete with Sunrise Cooperative. As the high school football season winds down, we wanted to say how much we here at Sunrise enjoyed partnering with the BAS Sports Department for the opportunity to raise money for Fueling the Cure. As much as we love touchdowns, we love contributing to the James Cancer Center at The Ohio State University in their quest for finding treatments for cancer even more. To find out how you can play a part with Fueling the Cure, give us a call. Sunrise Cooperative. Success grows here.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
All right, we've got someone on the field right now.
Looks like a drumstick.
There's something going on. So somebody left a little percussion mallet or something. So I'll tell you what, that's a pretty big drive. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays. And they go 69 yards. And be honest, guys, their 3 big plays were all busted plays that Penrod was able to keep the receiver in motion and found them. Clyde's defense played straight up, but those 3 plays that were broken are why they're a good football team. They're on top now 7-0, and Clyde will be back to receive the first kickoff. And kicking for them tonight is Tyson Rodriguez. He is a freshman. 9:39 to go, 7-0, Wauseon with the lead. Kickoff is high. It's going to be fielded at the 15 to the 20, going up the middle, trying to get some. We got a penalty flag down here. And the return, Lozier gets it up to about the 28. And let's see what they're going to call. It's going to be at the 20-yard line. It'll be a push in the back against Clyde. So that'll be the first penalty tonight. So that's going to move Clyde back to the 10, Mike, right?
Yes, that will bring them back to the spot of the foul. It's going to be kind of interesting to see what Clyde's going to do coming out here, if they're going to put Cook in a position to throw that ball and get some nice, easy passes, or if they're going to try to go deep, because with Griffin Knopf and Wilson, they've caught a lot of deep balls this year. So And it's also going to be interesting to see if Wauseon's going to send any backers and try to put pressure on Cook.
Well, I tell you what, I think Clyde to have a balanced offense is good to keep Wauseon off the field. Their offense obviously can quick strike, right?
Absolutely.
And so in this case, being able to maintain some scrimmage and to win the battle of the line of scrimmage. So Jaden Cook at quarterback. He's looking. He's going to look to throw. He's going to fake it. Nothing there. He's going to have to roll out himself. He's going to throw one off here to the left sideline and throw it away. That time they're trying to run a bubble screen. It was protected completely. Let's go down to Brad Bass for Brad. Size-wise, it looks like Wauseon might have a size advantage here.
Yeah, I do think there's definitely a little bit of an advantage for Wauseon. I know on the offense when they had the ball, I know Clyde's defense was much quicker, though.
All right.
Yeah, Isaac Wilson was on that rush right there, and we're going to give him – he's had 15 and a half tackles for loss or rushes right now. So that's going to put him at 16 because he made that rush pass real quick.
Daniels in the backfield. They're showing blitz. Daniels gets by the first one. He powers forward, and they had a linebacker shooting right off the right guard position, and Daniels ran right by him. And what do we have? And it looks like someone's on the ground. Is that Daniels?
No, I don't think it's Daniels. Can
We've
you
got
get
an
a
injury
number, Brad?
timeout. We'll keep it right here.
I think it's number 68 for Clyde.
All right.
68, that'd be Trent Montermy. And he is a staple of that offensive line. He's done a lot of good things, not only with the passing game as far as protection, but he also does a great job on the run blocking as well, opening up holes for Daniels.
So, guys, we're looking at this. These teams haven't played each other. They've all gone on the huddle. They looked at all the games. They figured out what's out there, what to do. I thought it was really interesting on that second down play that they really shot a linebacker straight up. He timed the cadence of Cook very easily. He shot right through there, Mike. So they've got a definite game plan to try and put some pressure on Cook. Of course, Cook just still ginger from his injury from a few weeks ago, as Monomy's going to get up and he is going to walk off the field, which is a good sign for him. Clyde will have the ball third down, and we'll call it 6 at the 14-yard line, moving right to left here tonight. So, again, a little bit of size advantage for Wauseon. The Clyde defense maybe a little bit quicker. Obviously, Penrod, a great quarterback. He's shown that. Clyde trying to get some momentum here offensively. Let's see what they're going to do on this third down play. 2 receivers each side. Daniels then to the right of Cook. Again, Cook, his first year playing quarterback here at the varsity level. He's looking. He hands up, and Daniels is going to get tripped up. He's going to get the first down. He gets a good block, and Daniels trying to cut back up the middle. He does. He fights his way down the 30, up to the 35, and to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, Clyde.
Oh, what a nice job out there by Andrew Cobble making that stalk block on the defensive back.
You notice the officials were right there watching him, Mike. I tell you what, they could have pulled a flag, but it was picture-perfect blocking technique. And Daniels, I tell you what, they had a hard time bringing him down.
Yep, nice job cutting off that block of Cobble.
See if this Clyde offensive line can assert themselves. Cook looking for the snap. He's got it. He's looking to throw. He's going to go ahead and throw a bubble screen this side, and it's dropped right in the hands of Wilson, and he saw it, and he pulled a little bit of eyes off the ball there for a second and drops that. And he probably had a gain of maybe about 5 on that, Mike, and that was a great fake by Clyde, but it'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 36. 8:36 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0. Wauseon with the lead.
Yeah, Brady Wilson, you don't see him drop many. He's got 29 catches on the year for 346 yards. So, he's pretty sure-handed, and that's one that I'm sure he'll make up for a little bit here later.
Cook under center. They're going to go a handoff to Daniels. Daniels powers through, keeps his feet moving, and it gets all the way up to the 45, almost the 45. I tell you what, I think right now if I'm Clyde, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm running the football. It looks like that Daniels, they can't stop Daniels.
No, Jonas Tester, the safety, had to come up and make that stop.
2 receivers east side for the Flyers. Daniels right next to Cook, 3rd down and short. Of course, they get to the line of scrimmage, they clap, they look over, they get a signal, they come back, they get set, and here we go. Big 3rd down for Clyde, see if they can convert. Here comes Lozier in motion, left to right, 3 receivers now to the right side. They're going to hand off to Daniels. He gets the first down, he's open. He's at the 40. He's going to turn back inside the 35, runs over a defender down to the 32. Let's go right down to Brad Bannister. Brad, if you can hear us. The Clyde offensive line is pushing Wauseon back.
Well, we knew coming into this game that the advantage for Clyde would be their line play, and it's proven to be true actually on defense and offense so far.
Three receivers to the far side. The near side here is going to be Cobble. Clyde, right now, the running game is working. Down 7-0 with 7:30 to go in the first quarter of play. Here comes a man in motion. It's Greenslade now to this left side. They give to Daniels again. He's looking now. They read it this time, and he gets stopped for a loss of 1. That play never really kind of developed, Mike. They brought Greenslade to this left side, but then they countered back to the other side, and there's a good defense by Wauseon.
Yeah, they had a nice stonewall right there. One thing that Wauseon is doing, they're sending their linebacker, and the last time Daniels had that big run, the linebacker came right beside him, missed Daniels, and Daniels went right past him, and then there was vacated area, so that's why the safety had to make a stop.
Yeah, they're shooting linebackers up. All right, so 3 receivers on the far side. Cook looking, he's looking to pass. He's over here. He's going to go ahead and throw the football, and he's going to run himself. It'll run out of bounds. Run to about the 30 inside to where are they going to spot him at? They're going to spot him just inside maybe the 31. So pickup of a few. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 for Clyde. 6:43 to go, 7-0 Wauseon.
Yeah, nice coverage downfield. There was no one for him to get the ball to, and Wauseon did a nice job of just stringing that out, forcing Cook to get to the sideline.
Wilson to the far side by himself. 3 receivers here to the near side. Cook at quarterback. Here comes Lozier in motion again. Moving left to right. Cook looks, gets a snap, gives to Daniels. He powers through, but he'll get dropped after he crosses the 30 down to the 28. So pickup of 3, and it'll be 4th down, and they'll call it 4th down and a good 6 yards, Mike.
Yeah, Trent Garcia from his defensive line stop was just able to grab onto his ankles to get him down. That was a big stop right there because there was no one behind Garcia to make that play.
All right, 4th down. Clyde's going to go for it. Daniels to the right. 3 receivers, Charlie near side. Here comes Lozier in motion again. Now he'll motion back out. Cook looking to throw. He's back. He's looking. He goes across the middle. It's going to get dropped. Another right in the hands of Cobble. He dropped it 2 times tonight. Clyde receivers, and that would have been a 1st down. Let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad, just a little jitters on the side of the receivers.
Yeah, absolutely. Jaden Cook put that right on the money. You couldn't throw a prettier pass to either Brady Wilson previously in this series or to Andrew Cobble right there.
That's a 10-play drive that stalled at the 28-yard line of Wauseon, Mike. Go ahead.
It's not the plays that Clyde's calling. It's the execution right now what's holding them back.
All right. So Penrod's got 3 receivers on the near side. He's going to option left, and they're going to option to the outside. They've got some yardage here. They're going to get hit, and they're going to get a 1st down. And they're going to get a 1st down all the way up to the 40. Let's see where they spot it. Did he go out of bounds earlier? Yes, he did. He went out of bounds at the 35. Where are they going to spot it? Okay, they're going to spot it at the 35. They got the ball at the right about the 28. So pretty good pickup there as a option just out to the right side. Took the perimeter. 5:50 to go. Still 7-0 Wauseon. 1 receiver on the left side. Here comes Penrod. Boy, he has to fumble the snap. Now he's going to throw a seam pattern down there. And it's overthrown. His intended receiver that time was Sam Smith.
Yeah, Jaden Johnson was on coverage. He had him by a step. And if that pass would have been a little bit shorter, that might have put 6 more on the board, but not able to get that connection. Again, not a whole lot of pressure.
No.
Not a whole lot of pressure. That Clyde defense is taken a little bit too wide, and he's able to step up underneath that.
Sure. All right, big 3rd down, 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Looking, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to run for it, but he is not going to get it. Let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad looks like he's going to be short by about a yard.
Yep, he's going to be a yard short. He slipped a little bit when he took that football, and that might have caused the advantage to Clyde there.
And that's going to put the ball where about the 30.
It's going to be a long. It's going to be almost 2, so it's going to be a long yard.
All right, at the 36 almost. All right. Okay. So they're going to go for it. They're leading 7-0. 4th and 1. And that's exactly what they did.
They got them. They got Clyde to move.
Yep, they did. That was their play, and they're going to get the 1st down via offsides unless somebody moved. Let's see.
Well, the side judge on this side.
The referees are going to talk here.
Yeah, the side judge on this side said offside Clyde's. I think that the side judge on the opposite side was looking at a Clyde player or a Wauseon player. But
the side judge on this side won that battle.
Yes, he did. there was like 3 Clyde defensive players that crossed over the line.
So they'll get a first down to the 42. All right, 7-0 our lead right now. Wauseon with the lead, 5:11 here in the first quarter of play. So what we've seen so far is that Penrod's what they say he was. They've got some pretty good speed. They've been able to have busted plays and make advantage of it. Clyde's been able to run the ball. And let's see if their defense can adjust. On the road here, the winner will probably take on the winner, obviously the winner of here in the Galleon. Back to throw Penrod. He's looking. He's going to throw it across the middle, incomplete. That time he had pressure.
Yes, he did. There was Robbie Greenslade and Walker Britt were right there, converged on him. Walker Britt kind of getting up a little limpy.
Yeah,
he's going off right now.
He is kind of dragging that foot a little bit. All right, here we go. 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. 7-0 Wauseon. Second time we've seen their offense.
Guys, Coach Carter is still livid on the sideline talking with the officials about the almost move snap, like he fake snapped the ball.
Right. Okay. 3 receivers to the near side. Penrod rolling this side. He's looking deep. He's got a guy open in the seam. He's going to run. And we've got a penalty, and he's going to get met by a few Clyde players for a loss to the 40. And it looks like we might have a hold back at the 34, and it will be.
Yeah, Robbie Greenslade got off one of the blockers, and the other blocker came up and kind of grabbed him around his helmet and took him down to the ground. The official was right there to make that call.
They dropped the flag back at the 34. Let's see where they mark it off on. This could be a big penalty. He did have one receiver. It was Armstrong was open in the mid-seam. They are. So it'll be 3rd down and 12 at the 40.
Yeah, that's not a bad call right there by Coach Carter. Not giving them another opportunity since they can, hit that ball. An extra 10 yards isn't a whole lot for this team. They can pick that up pretty quick.
All right, so 3rd down and 12. 4:55 to go. Wauseon up 7-0 with the football. Penrod back. He's looking. He's going to throw a split screen right up the middle. And there's going to be to the 40-yard line. We have a penalty here right where there's a near tackle. Let's see what that's going to be. But the completion's good to the 35 of Clyde to Bridge.
What a perfect call. Clyde was sending the linebackers there. Yep. Both linebackers came. That's a perfect time to call that screen. Just throw it over top.
What's the penalty we have, Brad Bannister? Any idea?
I think it's going to be a push in the back over here.
Let's see. It is push in the back by Wauseon. So Wauseon, they blow that. Okay.
That's going to bring it down or bring it back, and still I think it'll be short of the first down.
No,
marker.
It's going to give them a first down, I believe. It's past the first down marker, so that will still be a first down.
So they're going to get it to the Clyde 47.
So that goes from the spot of the foul. It was 11 yards past the down marker, so they gave an extra yard.
All right, so 1st and 10, Wauseon. Clyde's had 1 possession this quarter. And Wauseon, this is their 2nd.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to get many chances here tonight, guys. All right, so 1st and 10, Wauseon on Clyde 47. Penrod looking for the snap. He's back. It's low. He's being pressured. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a guy wide open. It's going to be incomplete. Boy, he had him open, just a little overshot on Sam Smith. Boy, he likes to fling it out there, Mike Martin.
Yeah, Jaden Johnson again. They're testing Jaden Johnson over on that side, sending him deep. And when you've got number 11, Sam Smith, out there running, to get that ball.
Well, he's quick, and he is 6'3". That's why they're throwing the football his way. 2nd down and 10. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Running back just to the right side of Penrod. He's standing right at midfield. He's rolling to his right. He's rolling, looking. He's looking. Still nowhere to go. He's going to throw it up in the air, and it's going to be incomplete. It's going to be caught out of bounds. Clyde had great coverage that time. Let's go down to Brad. Brad, it seems to me like the Clyde defensive backfield has made some adjustments.
Dude, it was excellent coverage by the Clyde Flyers. The problem right now that I see is the height of the receivers of Wauseon here. He just throws it up, and then they go get it.
Well, let's look at it. DeGroff is 5'10". Again, we said Smith is 6'3". Tester is 6'2". And then when you got players like that, Armstrong is 6'1". That's a lot of height out there.
Yeah, one thing Clyde's doing, they're mixing up their coverages. They're going to a roll coverage, bringing their safety over top of the one side and going man backside.
Big 3rd down play, 3rd and 10. Low snap. It's on the foot, and Clyde recovers. Oh, my. That time Penrod got a little anxious, and Clyde recovers. Who gets that recovery?
It looks Robbie Greenslade.
Well, Greenslade, all right. So Clyde gets the first turnover of the ball game.
Yeah, that's obviously huge right there, and that's something that it was a low snap, but I think he was trying to take off a little bit before he had the handle on it, but it was down around his ankles, and instead of just falling on the ball like obviously he should have right there, Clyde gets a turnover.
Mike, I think he tried, but Greenslade got there before him. All right, 1st and 10 Clyde, right to left, and they're spotted at the 48-yard line of the Indians. And they give to Daniels, and this time Daniels spins and turns, and they have a host of Indians that tackle him with a loss of 1 yard back to the 49. You got to remember, you've got two good teams. You got two good coaching staffs. They're making adjustments. This is the ultimate chess match right now, Mike.
Yeah, it is. And that time, Wauseon did not send any linebackers. So linebackers were standing in the middle, just sitting back and reading, and were able to, get that line pushed back a little bit so the linebackers were able to get up and make that stop.
Two receivers at the far side for Clyde, one on the near side here. And here comes Lozier in motion. 3 receivers to the right side. And it's going to be Cook. Cook looking. He's going to throw it out here, and it's going to be caught, and it's going to be incomplete or not. It's going to be a catch on the left side. Griffin Nuffs. I tell you what, right in front of you, Brad Bannister, he did well to keep that ball in bounds and maintain possession.
I was standing right up this sideline, and he did everything he could to keep his feet in. It was actually a beautifully timed pass, an excellent route, but just enough room to catch that great catch and pass.
All right, 12-3, Bellevue winning in the beginning of the second quarter of play. 12-3 for Bellevue.
Wauseon.
Excuse me, here goes Wauseon. Daniels gets it off left tackle. It goes down to the 25. So Bellevue and Galleon, 12-3, Bellevue over Galleon. And right now, Daniels with another big run gets it off left tackle. Where are they going to spot that now? Somewhere about, it's hard to see here with this normal turf, somewhere around the 26-yard line. So that time's Daniels got it off left tackle, Mike. Something a little different. Again, here comes Lozier in motion again. They're running that. Matching up, and they'll give to Daniels this time off the left side. But he's got the left corner. He's at the 20. He stutters. And the thing about Daniels is he is not going to sidestep somebody and get by him. He's just a power runner, and he sidestepped a little bit and lost maybe a yard or two, but he gets down to the 16.
Yeah, nice job by John Miller Perry pulling around over there and just sealing that end off and opening that outside up. And like you said, there was a defensive back there. He wasn't going to try to juke him. He wanted to run him over.
Yeah, he should just keep going. Tell him, quit cutting back. Just go. So Daniels with some fresh legs carrying the Clyde offense right now. Here we go. 2:20 to go. They're going to throw it out here. It's going to be caught. To Lozier. Lozier on the right side. He spins. He goes. He scores.
Nice job. What a great job out there again by Wilson. Wilson out there. It's one thing with these receivers. If they're not getting the ball, they're out there doing a great job of stalk blocking. And that's one thing that a lot of times they get holding calls, but right there, they're doing the job of not grabbing on and allowing the receiver or running back to be able to cut off that. And that time was able to get in for 6.
So Clyde will bring home and up to attempt the extra point. Set it down right at the 10. So the Flyers, they go 5 plays, 52 yards, Mike Martin. We got us a ball game. Let's see if we can tie it up. Sidney Holman looking for the attempt. Cook is going to take the snap. It's down. The kick is up. It's end over end, and it is good. We are tied at 7. Let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad, I believe the Clyde Flyers, after taking that first punch by Wauseon, have kind of settled a little bit into some Clyde football.
2 completely different modes of attack here. Wauseon relying on the scrambling and the deep play, and that was a perfect 3-part execution by Clyde. Cook with the nice throw, Will Lozier completing that catch, and then reading the great block by Brady Wilson to put him in the end zone. Great execution.
Well, guys, Mike, you've done it. We both have played. You've coached. I've done this for a long time. When there's a confidence inside of you, all of a sudden everything slows down, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And one great thing that, we've always said is that you've got to take advantage of turnovers. And Clyde took advantage of that turnover. Great field position, was able to get that run game going and continue to move that ball with the run game and then throw the ball into the end zone. So, mixing things up pretty well for Clyde, and we'll see if Wauseon's going to be able to do the same.
Okay, so I tell you what, pretty good drive by the Flyers to answer. Like I said, it's those little adjustments, Mike, that really matter. I mean, there's no doubt Wauseon's got some skilled players here tonight. Clyde's just got that little bit of punch in the mouth type feel that I think really mattered on that drive. So let's say they're going to go ahead and kick it off, and the kickoff will be a little bit of a squibber. It's going to be caught and dropped, and they will down him right at the 35.
Yeah, he bobbled a little bit. The ball went down on the ground, and he tried to pick it up, but when he did, he went down on his knee, and the official saw that, so that's where the ball's going to be placed.
Shema picks it up, takes the knee, and we saw last week someone actually take a knee, like, I don't want to run the ball no
it's
more.
Like, no, there's too many people coming after me. I'm just going to take a knee right now.
So, Brad Bannister, what's the temperature in reference to how the Clyde Flyers are acting in their exuberance over there on your sideline?
When you're behind these bleachers, the wind really dies down. But when you get outside these bleachers, the wind really picks up. It's probably in the low 50s right now is what I'm guessing. Still a decent breeze.
All right, here we go. Your in-game scoreboard, it's tied at 7. Penrod looking. Boy, he's throwing the seam pattern again. It's going to be caught. And it will be a catch at the Clyde 43. Smith again with the reception.
Yeah, Jay Johnson again. Now, let me tell you exactly what Clyde's doing. They are rolling to the 3 receivers, so the safety is going back, and they're going man one-on-one out there with Jaden Johnson. And anytime I think that he sees that, he's going to be going deep to him. They're going to take their chances.
I tell you what, Penrod knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and then there's no over-top help.
All right, 3 receivers here to the near side. He's going to roll to the left. They're going to go ahead and run. He's got a little pooch pass over here. It's going to be caught, and they will gain tackle. Britch. I tell you what, that's interesting. Just kind of a little shovel pass up in the air, Mike. It wasn't, waist side. It was up in the air. They'll pick up about 4. Overmeyer on the tackle, and it'll be at the 38. Of Clyde will pick up a 5.
And that's a good way to get that defensive line to kind of slow down a little bit because – they're coming hard at him. He was just able to toss it over top. Overmeyer did a good job of scraping to get over and make the play.
They say 2nd and 6. 1:13 to go, tied at 7. Another low snap. Penrod up. He's going to throw a bullet, and I tell you what, it's going to be a drop this time by Wauseon. Tester, a little bit behind him, Mike.
Yeah, it was, but he found the open spot. I mean, Clyde right now just playing his zone.
We got to remember Penrod is 6'2" also, so they're seeing the field, right? And he threw a bullet right there.
Yeah, that was.
He stepped into it. Now, remember why? He's a pitcher.
Yeah.
He's good, taking a full ride to Bowling Green. Okay, big 3rd down play here. 7-7. We are tied. 3rd down and 6. Penrod back. He's looking. He goes across the middle again. It's going to be caught and dropped. Oh, what a big-time play on the backside by Andrew Bauer, the senior. Absolutely drilled Armstrong. Said, you're not hanging on to that football. And he drops it.
Armstrong had it right in his hands, and Bauer came up illegal with his shoulder pad, put it right in the ribs, and knocked that ball loose, or that would have been big enough for an easy 1st down.
Now we know they're going to stay in the field. 1:02 to go. We're still tied at 7. 16 seconds left on the play clock. They're not going to try and draw them offside because they wouldn't get the 1st down. So here we go. 1 receiver on the far side, 3 near here. Here comes Rich in motion. They're going to throw a screen back here, and Clyde's right on it, and they don't get the 1st down. They tackle him for a loss. Let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad, what a play.
Yeah, great job by the Clyde defense, putting enough pressure on the quarterback, and then he had to get rid of it, came up, made the tackle right here by the sideline.
Yeah, we have a sideline warning on Clyde right now, which is not going to penalize them at all yardage-wise, but the second one will.
All right, the Flyers starting to maximize a little bit. Mike, you can see they're young. And they're growing. As we said, this is a big ball game for them. They're playing a team that they've not played anybody this year with a quarterback like this.
Yeah,
and these tall of receivers. I mean, they've got options. But they're starting to adjust a little bit. Let's see if they continue. They have the football, 1st and 10. 55 seconds to go in the 1st quarter, tied at 7. They're at their own 38, moving right to left as you hear it here tonight. 3 receivers to the near side for Cook. He's got Daniels to his right. He's got 1 receiver on the far side. And now this game is really starting to take on some feel, Mike. Here we go. Cook to Daniels. Daniels up the middle. Boy, I tell you what, he drags another defender. just barely hanging on. Who was that for them? It's Bryson Stump.
Bryson Stump on the season right now has 25 tackles on the season, and he was there. But again, the safeties are kind of vacating; they're going to the side. So if he doesn't make that stop, that's a big play.
Well, and Stump was hanging on for dear life. All right, so Daniels having his way. Here comes Greenslade now in motion to the right side. Cook gives to Daniels off the right. He puts his head down, and he's going to be very close, if not past the first down. Let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad.
Yeah, they are signaling first down, Clyde.
All right, so they're going to get it to right on the 40. Let's see, the 48-yard line. So it'll be first down for Clyde. Again, your Athletic Supply in-game scoreboard. Oh, maybe they're going to measure.
They're going to measure.
Well, we've not seen that but twice this year. 14 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Your in-game scoreboard by Athletic Supplies, 7-7. We are tied, and Clyde driving now with their third possession of the football game.
All right, this is different than the last time they measured. Now they're measuring from the beanbag. Last time they had the football out there. So
right. Yeah, they're measuring from the beanbag. Really interesting.
I mean, that's two different ways that they have measured.
Right.
So
first down, Clyde.
Yeah, I guess it worked out for them.
See a
couple of scores, guys.
All right, thanks.
First quarter, Bellevue 12, Galleon 3. St. Paul 21, Southern Local 0. Gibsonburg is down to Archbold 14-0. And Edison is down to Keystone 14-7.
All right, thanks so much, Brad. Of course, Brad Services brought to you by Frickers in Fremont. 5 seconds to go. Let's see if they get a snap. 3, 2, 1, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter. So the end of the first quarter play, we are tied at 7. Remember, you're listening to Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football on Eagle 99.
Hi, it's Eagle 99 and 92 on the Wolf Sports Director Kyle Knight for Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont. When it comes to outfitting the sports staff here at the radio station, we go to Juan and Athletic Supply. Athletic Supply offers us affordable prices on shirts and pullovers and handles all the custom embroidery. No matter what your sport, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, or volleyball, you'll find the equipment and clothing you need to make you look good and play good. So get in the game at Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont.
Miller Super Value in Clyde is the place to shop for great savings on groceries. Each week, hundreds of items are discounted to help you save even more. Check out their expanded meat department. For a great supper, shop Miller's extensive deli for fried chicken, wings, great salads, and side dishes. Take and Big Pizza and fresh daily sushi are now available. Miller Super Value, your hometown grocery, is proud of our Clyde Flyers. Go Flyers!
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
All right, welcome back. Quarter number 2. We are tied at 7. Clyde with the football now moving left to right. Welcome back, John Cullen, along with Mike Martin and Brad Bannister here on Eagle 99. So here we go. We can hear Coach Carter in the background there by Brad Bannister. Cook up under center, just a double wing set for Clyde. They're going to hand off to Daniels. He goes off left tackle, keeps his feet moving, and he's going to go and actually take a knee down at about the 46 of Wauseon. I tell you, Daniels kind of gets tripped up, and he's just as much a straight-ahead runner as we've seen, Mike. Quick snap. Here comes Daniels again. He's going to get the first down, keeps his feet moving across the 40, down to the 39-yard line. And right now, if I'm Wauseon, I'm thinking, hey, we got to stop this guy.
Yeah, and that's something that they're not able to do. The Clyde offensive line is doing a nice job just creating some small seams.
Clyde with a hurry-up offense. Here comes Daniels again. He's going to power across the 45. So Clyde playing a little bit of up-tempo right now, Mike Martin. We've not seen that from them this year.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll come up to the line and they'll slap the hands and then they'll turn to the sideline and look for a play. But now they're just coming up to the line and just snapping that ball. And I think it's taken Wauseon a little by surprise.
11 minutes to go here in this half. We're tied at 7. Clyde with 2 receivers. They go. Daniels again, his head down. This time he runs into a wall, and there's a penalty on the sideline. They're going to say procedure against Clyde. They'll move it back to about the 40-yard line.
That was one of the few times that Wauseon was able to stuff that line up and not allow them to get pushed back for about 3 yards.
5-yard penalty.
Want to thank the staff here at Wauseon. We have our own private booth here today. Everything's perfect and fine. We're just so happy that they've been able to accommodate us. I tell you what, I've been here multiple years, and we just appreciate the fans here and the folks at Wauseon High School. They are tied at 7 with Clyde with 10:47 to go in the half. Quickly, Clyde looking. They're going to look, and it's going to be, Clyde had nice pass play. Mike, I'll let you describe it. They did a mid-reverse and then went down to Wilson, who had a step, but Cook overthrew him.
Yeah, Cook did a nice job of faking that reverse and coming back and just hiding the ball on his hip. Wilson had a step on the defensive back, who was Connor Penrod, the quarterback.
Yeah.
And just wasn't able to make that connection. Just overthrew him by about 2 yards.
It's going to make it 3rd down and 11 at the 40. Big 3rd down play for the Clyde Flyers. 2 to the left, 1 here to the near side. They're showing blitz. And Cook has got to step up in the pocket, and he's going to get sacked. It'll be the first sack of the night, and it's going to be a nice play in the backside by Hunter Knopfzinger. Knopfzinger came back in that play a little slow to develop, and it'll be 4th down for Clyde at the 43-yard line of Wauseon.
Yeah, that's Knopfzinger's second sack of the season.
Clyde's going to go for it, or are they going to pooch punt, Mike?
They're going to pooch punt it.
All right,
at least that's what I would suggest.
Here comes Wilson to the near side. So Wilson to the near side with Bauer. And it's going to be Cook looking back. And he will step back. And he's going to take the snap, and there's the punt. And it's going to be a line drive, and it's going to hit. Boy, Clyde's going to get decent bounce, and it will then kind of die at about the 13-yard line. So with the punt, Clyde cannot advance. Wauseon will have it at their own 13-yard line. Let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad, that time, Clyde tried to go for the big play on 1st down. At the penalty hurt him, first of all.
Right.
And then trying to go that deep play just kind of shot him in the foot a little bit.
Yeah, anytime you're working behind the sticks, it makes things difficult because, Wauseon's still an awfully good football team. You can't give them any breaks at all tonight.
All right, so field possession. It's a deep here. They got it on the 13, 9:48 to go. We're still tied at 7. These two teams matching up really well. Wauseon was like the number, 6 seed, and Clyde was maybe the 11. So two teams that you would expect to see in this kind of football game. Penrod back, straight back, looking. He's being pressured. He's going to run out of the pocket. He's going to get hit and dropped. And Penrod's going to have to keep the ball, and he'll pick up none. It's going to be for no gain.
Yeah, that was a nice job that time by Clyde defense, being able to keep him in the pocket. The last few times that he was able to make big plays, he was able to break the pocket, get out around the perimeter. That time, Robbie Greenslade was right there and make that tackle and keep it at no yards.
I'll tell you what, Greenslade he's had a pretty good year. And, of course, Clyde's got the majority of these guys coming back. Only going to lose a handful of seniors. All right, Penrod back. He's going to hand up the middle. They're going to get a nice run here, spinning and turning his britch. He's going to be very close to the 1st down. He's going to get it to the 21. So make it 3rd down and short. That's one of the first times that they've actually been able to run the ball, Mike, against Clyde defense.
Yeah, Andrew Bauer had to come up from his safety spot to make that tackle.
All right, do you try to get the 1st down, or do you try to draw Clyde up on a fake and try and go over top?
Well, I say you go a hard count right now. And if that doesn't work, then go ahead and get a play drawn up here.
8:44 to go and counting. 7-7. Our in-game scoreboard by Athletic Supply, and that's exactly what they did.
That's exactly what they did, John. They went to hard count, and Clyde can't hold their water.
Second time the Flyers have given them a 1st down via penalty.
And the worst thing about that is, John, the guy right over the football is the one to jump.
Yeah.
I mean, you just keep your eye on the ball. If the ball doesn't move, don't move.
So they'll move it up to the 26. They'll get a little more breathing room. Again, Wauseon would love to drive down and get a score here with 8:37. They can move quickly. Clyde scored in 5 plays. Wauseon had a 6-play drive when they scored the first time. Now Penrod looking. He's looking, and he's going to run it himself. He's going to run off right tackle. He's going to have some yardage. He'll pick up about 4, almost 5. He'll get across the 32, about the 31. We'll call that a pickup of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, Penrod is their second leading rusher on the team. And there's a lot of times that, he'll do that little draw action, but that was just a lead draw right there, lead run by the back, just leading up through the hole.
All right, so they're mixing up some of the receivers. Now they've got 2 receivers on the near side, 2 to the far side. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Straight back to throw. He's got time. He's going to throw it across. He's throwing it deep, and it could be, in and out of the hands of Clyde. Oh.
Jaden Johnson just went right through his hands. Now, he was open. He was wide open, but he just overthrew him, man. Jaden Johnson was just right there to make that play, but just could not hang on to
Looked
it.
like he didn't turn into receiver, Mike.
No,
if he would have accelerated one more step,
right,
that'd been an interception. So Clyde's had some miscues here tonight. That obviously the pass wasn't complete. That's great. It's 3rd down and 5, but that could have changed the game right there. Same thing with some of the drop passes by Clyde. They'll clean that up by halftime. We're still tied at 7:45 to go. Penrod looking for the snap. He's going to hand off. They're going to run it, and it will not be the first down. He got tripped up at the line of scrimmage. He gets up to about the 34, and it'll be 4th down and about 1.
That was a nice
4th down and 2. Excuse me.
That was a nice shot by Dylan O'Brien and Jaron Bolger. They both came in. They shot the gap right there, and he tried to jump over them, but they were able to stop.
So I think the Clyde Flyers have earned a little respect here tonight, so they're not going to go for it at their own 34. They're going to punt the football. At least it looks like they're going to punt the football. It's a high snap, and it gets high and looking for a fair catch and letting it go. Clyde will, and Clyde's going to get the ball at about the 31-yard line. So both teams traded punts. The Flyers will get the ball again here at about the 30. Well, they're going to call it 32-yard line. Let's go down to Brad Bannister. This has really become a chess match, Brad.
Really has, between, like you said earlier, John, two really well-coached teams that are improving throughout the years. So it's going to be nice to see how this unfolds.
7-7 our score.
You know, one thing that Clyde probably be able to pull out of the bag here is a little play action, since Daniels has been doing a nice job running the ball. Pull that out and a little play action.
Here comes Lozier in motion. Moving left to right. Cook looking. He's going to throw a little possession pass. He'll be caught over here. And complete to Cobble.
Cook's pass is complete.
Little possession pass does soften that defense up to about the 37. We'll say it's a pickup of 5.
2nd down 5.
Second, well, he agrees with us. 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, he knows his math.
Yeah, he knows his math. We're guessing from here, folks. No, 6:39 to go in the half, still tied. Daniels this time. He's going to get hit, and he'll get dropped. He's going to get dropped for loss back to the 30, 35.
Yeah, that time they sent both linebackers. There was no gaps for Daniels to be able to get through. No matter how much the line was going to block the man over top, there was somebody coming through that gap.
7-7 again, your Athletic Supply in-game scoreboard. We'll have to take a timeout in this quarter at some point in time. Lozier comes in motion. Now he'll stop. Cook looking at the backside. Everybody looking to see what it's going to be. One receiver to the near side. Single coverage. 3 receivers to the near side. Here we go. Looking. And it's going to be Cook in trouble. He's going to scramble. Cook is going to try to run for it. Cook turns the corner, and Cook gets the first down. Let's go right down to Brad Bannister. Brad.
Oh, he did a really nice job of reading that block as Cobble came in late, and Cobble held up just enough to avoid a block in the back. It looks like they're going to mark him a hair short here, bringing up 4th down.
That's hard for me to believe. Boy, Jake Cook saying, listen, I held the ball out with my hand like they do on TV, and the officials are going to measure. So they're going to measure.
They're going to move the sticks about a foot.
They're going to see where that beanbag's going to be. No, they're actually using the ball this time.
They are.
It's about an inch or 2 short.
I said terrible placement. Did you hear that? All right, 5:49 to go. So this could very well be the big play of the first half for Clyde. 4th down in inches. It looked to me like Cook had it, but evidently the official on that side didn't agree. So it'll be 4th down in inches. Of course, both teams have 3 timeouts. Let's see if the Flyers are trying to get Wauseon to return a favor, Mike.
Yeah, you know, probably 3 games prior to this, I think Cook would have put his shoulder down and tried to get that first down. But there is no way with the injuries that he's sustained that he's going to do that. So just get out of bounds, get what you can.
Yeah, well, he did a great scramble. And I tell you what, I mean, he's a weapon too. He can fly.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's see. Clyde is going to not put him under center. They're not going to put him under center. 2 receivers to each side, and Daniels right next to him. Of course, they're going to put everybody up in the box right now. He's trying to draw him off sides, it looks like.
And they're not going for it.
No, they don't want to return the favor.
No.
14 seconds to go here. So now he's going to go up under center, and he'll get the first down. They have to give him the first down, and they will. So Clyde gets the first down. They keep the drive alive. Brad Bannister, I tell you what, you got a quarterback coming off an injury. He said, give me the ball, and he got that first down.
Yeah, it was a really nice job because he got held up initially, but then Mike Daniels came in from the back and shoved him and pushed that line forward.
So it'll be 1st and 10, Clyde, and the ball spotted right about the 44.
You know, that's real interesting. I thought maybe that was number 8 in there for a second, but no, it's not number 6. It's Cook.
So Cook in there, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 here to the near side. Daniels on his left. Now Daniels goes to the right, moving left to right on the 44, 1st and 10. They give to Daniels. Daniels pops to the outside, keeps the feet moving. He's going to pick up 5. He's going to pick up 10. He's going to pick up about 13 down to the 43 of the Indians.
Nice job of breaking tackles, just getting through that line. He broke about 3 tackles. One thing that Wauseon's doing, they're grabbing for that ball. They're trying to get that ball out.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Clyde, 5:11 to go. Your in-game scoreboard still 7-7. The Flyers with the football. And we're picking up a whole lot of noise over there on the other side, Brad Bannister, just so you know. All right, it is 1st down and 10. 4:53 is your game clock here. 7-7 is your score. Clyde back. There's a blitz. He's going deep. He's going to have a person. And he caught it. Oh, did he catch it or drop it? Oh, my goodness. Oh, what an effort by Clyde. Who was it?
That was Wilson.
Oh, my goodness.
He laid out for that ball as horizontal as you can be, and it was just the ground hitting it, knocking it loose.
He got it in the hands, right?
He had it on the way down.
It. Wow.
Yes, he did.
What an effort.
Had it on the way down. As soon as he hit the ground, it popped out. But he was stretched out, just like you said, Brad, just horizontal.
It doesn't hurt Clyde to go vertical against this team a little bit and stretch them out. Let's see what they do here. Normally you would predict them to give it to Daniels. Let's see if they do something different. 2nd down and 10. And they do give to Daniels. Daniels goes left side. He puts his head down, keeps driving. He gets pounded hard at about the 37, but he's going to pick up about almost 6 yards on that run. So Daniels having his way tonight. Hopefully we'll be able to get some numbers if we can from the Clyde staff and normally help you. Otherwise, Mike's got a lot of math.
Yeah, we need the Patenkos.
Big 3rd down play. Lozier to the far side. This near side, we have Wilson and Griffin Knopfs. And, of course, Daniels, the running back, now to the right side of Jaden Cooks. 3rd down and 4 at the 37, almost at the 4-minute mark. Here comes Lozier in motion. They're blitzing a linebacker. Here comes Daniels. He's got his feet. He keeps his feet moving. He's at the 20. He stutters at the 10. And he gets down inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the Flyers. They are now in the Fremont floor covering red zone.
Yeah, they're doing a great job on that left side over there. The 2 people, we've got Anthony Roofing and Jordan Lee, who are just opening up holes.
Here goes Daniels again. He's going to pop to the outside. This time they stop him. So it's at the 10-yard line. They're going to move it back to the 11. So it'll be 2nd and goal at the 11. 3:33 to go. 7-7 is our score.
Yeah, that time they shot the linebacker to the outside, was able to stop that.
Tell you what, you can hear our field announcer here pretty loud, can't you?
Yeah, he's doing a nice job of calling the right people. He's agreeing with us.
He's helping us out. We're glad you're with us here tonight. John Cullen, Mike Martin, Brad Bannister on Eagle 99. 3:10 to go. 7-7 our score. Clyde's showing a little bit different look here. Cook back. He's rolling. He's going to throw it back to the other side. It's going to be caught, but it was too much of a lob. Let's go right down to Brad Bannister. That was that little tight end drag, and Greenslade did what he could to catch it, but he's like on the 1-yard line.
It was an excellent called play. This is a situation where I think maybe the wind kind of caught that ball, and he had to stop and drop right there at the 1-yard line in order to make the catch.
Well, great job by Greenslade. Where's the ball spotted, Brad?
It's spotted at the 1.
At the 1-yard line. All right, well, this is 4-down territory for Clyde, obviously. 7-7 our score, 2:25 to go. Cook under center. Here comes a man in motion. They give it to Daniels. He's in. Touchdown. So the Flyers crack the end zone at the 2:15 mark and take the lead.
Yeah, again, just going to that left side, and they're doing such a great job with Roofing and Lee is pushing back that Wauseon defensive line, getting that into the end zone. That's the side that they've been going to, and the only way that Wauseon's been able to stop that on that side is just send the linebacker over there to make the stop. But, you do that too many times, you're going to get past that linebacker, and then it's open field.
All right, Clyde bringing the player in. Boy, whoever's coming in is limping here.
It's Walker Britt coming in.
Okay, Walker Britt's coming in to block on the extra point. So Holman sitting at the 10. Get ready for a timeout. Back at the station. There's the snap. There's a hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And your athletic supply scoreboard, the Clyde Flyers move on top 14-7. We'll be back after this on Eagle 99.
Looking for insurance but have a language barrier? See Welty Insurance Group for a comprehensive quote that you can understand. Welty agents will take the time to explain policies and benefits to you, even in Spanish or sign language. Our family protecting yours. Call Welty Insurance Group for insurance quotes you can trust at 419-334-4477. Welty Insurance Group, representing Erie Insurance in Sandusky, Fremont, Tiffin, Fostoria, and Cary, and at weltyinsurance.com.
Save big and give your home a makeover at Fremont Floor Covering. Fall savings on in-stock flooring. Carpet rolls starting at 79 cents a square foot. Waterproof flooring starting at $2.69 a square foot. Ceramic and porcelain tile at $1.69 a square foot. Carpet tile starting at $1.50 a square foot. Remnants up to 50% off, and cash and carry savings on special order products. Stop into Fremont Floor Covering today for quality floor covering at affordable prices. Financing available. Fremont Floor Covering, near North Front and State Streets.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
And welcome back to 15 to go. Clyde takes the lead 14-7. Your in-game scoreboard, and it will be Dickman to kick it off. He does. End over, and it's going to kind of squib and bounce at the 40. It's going to be picked up and advanced to about the 43. I tell you what, nice job by the return man. Of course, got the ball at the 36.
I believe we have a penalty flag.
Yes, we do.
What is that? Is that going to be a sideline?
I think it's a sideline warning again.
That's a penalty now.
You know what, though?
The second one's a penalty.
I'm going to be honest, guys. This is kind of ridiculous to call a sideline penalty because there's no room to stand down here. I mean, they have to be within about a 4-yard range behind the line and in front of this fence. I mean, it's very difficult for the whole team to be down here.
All right, so it is going to be 1st and 10 Wauseon at the what? Where are they going to put it at? That's a 10-yard penalty?
No, it's only 5.
All right, so they're going to move it up to the 47.
Sideline interference against the Flyers is marked off.
Well, as Brad said, I mean, there's no room over there. So that's the first time we've seen that penalty, Mike.
Yep.
Ever called.
We've seen it. We've seen the warning.
Ever called.
We've seen the warning. We have not seen it marked off.
All right, 2:12 to go. Wauseon with the football. Penrod at quarterback. 2 receivers at each side. He's got Rich right next to him on the left, and he's looking to throw. Looking. He's pressured. We've got a penalty flag, and he gets sacked back at the 42. And the Clyde Flyers, that's holding my Wauseon. The Clyde Flyers are starting to feel it a little bit, Mike.
Yep, I think big number 77, Jaden Bannister, was the recipient of that hold.
And the answer is no, fellas.
Okay. not saying anything, Brad.
Wow, so that hold's going to march them way back. That penalty was spotted at about the 42, where they moved it back here.
That spot foul's big.
All right, so they're going to spot it back to the 28. Oh, my goodness, that's a big loss. So just an updated score for us from Kyle Knight. It's 12-9 Bellevue with a lead at the half. And they have Bone Boys food in the press box just to remind us. All right, back. Penrod looking. He's going to throw it deep. It's going to be, in the hands and out of the hands. A circus catch by Figgins. He went high with it, and as he came down and spun, he lost the handle. What a athletic play.
That was definitely, I mean, he jumped in the air and spun and just could not hang on to it. Bauer was there, but Bauer was a little bit late. I don't think he had any influence on whether he caught or not. It was just, it would have been one acrobatic catch.
Tell you what, if they throw the ball here and can't complete, Clyde's going to get the ball back.
And they will have time. They have
it's 1:53.
They have all 3 timeouts left.
Yes, they do. Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. Not afraid to throw it down the field, that's for sure. There's a 30-yard pass by Penrod. Penrod back at quarterback. And we're going to have another penalty here. It's going to be motion.
Delay.
I think it might be a
delayed game. Yeah, I was looking on the back side, and it was Caden Berger pointing at the clock like, hey, they didn't get it off. And guess what? They did not. And I think they're going to call for a timeout.
Uh-oh, he's saying timeout.
He said he called a timeout.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Well, we'll keep it right here. Boy, let's go down to Brad first. Brad, your assessment of this first half.
Yeah, well, I think the contracting sides or styles of both teams is really what's interesting here. You have Wauseon, who likes to throw deep balls a lot. You have Clyde that likes to try to mix it up. And right now, I think the balanced attack of Clyde is really the difference in this game right now.
Well, we had talked about that could be, obviously beneficial to them because of the fact that you can control the clock more. You can get more actual plays, right? And keep that Wauseon fast attack. I mean, boy, I tell you what, Penrod, he's got full right of Bowling Green as a pitcher. You can see why.
Yeah, he's got
an arm.
Yeah, he puts a lot of zip on that ball, and sometimes he puts maybe a little bit too much. The receivers aren't able to handle it like we just saw in that last play. But, this has got to be a long pass here. It's second 29. It's going to have to be down the field a little ways.
No, they ran that screen, the running back screen. Yep. They brought the running back out, and that was a good play they ran for them. Let's see if they try that again. Again, 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Moving right to left is your Wauseon Indians. Clyde up 14-7. Penrod's looking this way. He looks right, looks left. Now he's back. He's looking. He's going deep, and it's going to be intercepted. It's going to be Wilson. Wilson played like, I tell you who he looked like, Denzel Ward out there. What a defensive coverage by Wilson.
He played that perfectly. He just held him to the outside and just stayed right in the middle of the field. And that looked like that ball was almost thrown to Wilson. And that time, he didn't have to lay out for it. He didn't have to go horizontal. He was able to catch it right in his hands. Big interception. Now with 3 timeouts left, they got a good shot.
And minute 46, Wilson played receiver on that. And that time, I'll tell you what, that's as good a coverage as I've seen this year. Clyde now, they don't have to panic. 1:46 to go. They have the 14-7 lead. Here comes Lozier. He'll come in motion and then come back. Cook back. Cook looking. They're going to run the bubble screen over here to Wilson. Wilson gets it, spins, and he'll get across the 35 to about the 36. So it's only a pickup of 3.
Pass is complete to Wilson.
Tell you what, Brady Wilson, they're going to spot him down. They're going to say he only got to the 35. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
That was Wilson's 4th interception on the season.
I'll tell you what, he is a great defensive back. There's no doubt about it. First time they've thrown his way. They won't do it anymore. Daniels up the middle, breaks the tackle, keeps his feet moving, spins, turns. He's got a 1st down or more. Keeps going, runs over another defender all the way down to the 43 of Wauseon. He is a steam locomotive that can't be stopped.
Not only is he running through people, he hit the defensive person and then spun off of him and continued on.
I tell you what, Wauseon right now doesn't have an answer for them, and they want to win this football game. They're going to need to because Clyde's going to pound the rock. Daniels running with authority here tonight. Looking. They're going to flare it out to Lozier. Lozier got a block to the outside, puts his head down, and it gets across to about the 37. Pickup of 6. Still 52 seconds to go. Second, I believe Clyde will take their timeout. We don't have any wild cards tonight. We paid the bills, so we are the wild cards. So Mike Martin. Bellevue leading right now. Clyde leading right now. We'll see if we can get some scores on the Huron game. Hopefully somebody can pick that up. It'd be nice to see some of these SBC teams get into the regional semis and potentially have some games that are local and close.
Yeah, that would be, a tribute to the SBC. All the teams in the SBC, very competitive, no matter what level, whether it's the Lake, the Bay, or the River Division. And, you're going to see that in these playoffs right now, especially with the new format that we have. So, if they can continue and Bellevue can pull it out, Clyde can pull it out, and Huron as well, it's it's going to be big as far as those divisions go.
And we talked about turnovers in playoff games right now. Greenslade had the fumble, and Wilson with the interception. Clyde with 2. Second down and 4. Cook has got Daniels to his right, 2 receivers on the far side. Boy, it looks like they're blitzing. They're going to throw a screen back here, and it's going to be intercepted. That time the Clyde receiver slipped, and it was picked off by Stump.
Yeah, we've called Stump's name quite a few times, and that time he was just out there from his linebacker spot just playing that flat. He saw it coming, and like you said, John, the receiver slipped a little bit, but Stump was right there to make the play.
All right, look for Penrod. Try to use his athleticism and tie this game late. This is big for the Clyde defense if they can hold Wauseon right here. You know they're going to empty the basket right now, Mike.
Oh, without a doubt. They're going downfield.
3 receivers. Who's going to make a big play tonight? Which guy? Penrod back, looking. He's looking right, throws across the middle, and way overthrown his intended receiver of John Tester. I tell you what.
I'll tell you why that ball was so high. It's because Blue Norman was coming in, had his hands up. He had to throw over.
He had to throw over top. Okay. All right.
Couple of scores here, guys. Huron up at half, 37-0 over Bryan. So we know how that game's going to end up.
Right.
Shelby up 13-10 over Rossford. Keystone is up 21-7 over Edison. And Bellevue is, 12-9 at half.
Right, thanks, Brad. Second down and 10. Penrod back. He's looking left. He's looking deep. He throws it way high, and it's going to be overthrown. That time, Clyde had 3 receivers in the 3 defenders in the backside, 2 safeties and a cornerback, trying to go to Sam Smith.
You know, and again, it's not that he's pressured really hard, but he has pressure in front of him because that Clyde defensive line is pushing Wauseon's offensive line back right into his face. So he has to, not that he's got pressure, that he's going to get sacked, but he's got to get rid of it because the line's coming back into him.
So some of our scouting on Penrod was that he'll throw the ball off whatever foot.
Yeah.
Well, he's starting to try to step into it to try to deliver it a little bit more, and he's going a little high with the pass. Here he goes. He's back again. He's looking this side, He's being flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw it out here. It's going to be caught, and it will not be for a first down.
Penrod's pass is complete to Britch.
Britch gets it, and they're going to spot him right about the 50. So it will be 4th down. And I believe they're going to take a timeout and think about what they want to do with 22 seconds to go. What a good first half of play here. Clyde on top 14-7.
Yeah, back and forth. Wauseon with the big plays, and Clyde's been able to take advantage of the turnovers except for the last interception. They had to give the ball back. But when you look at, what Wauseon's going to do right here, 22 seconds left. They have 1 timeout left. Be big to get that first down. Obviously, they're going to see a hard count, John. I mean, it's worked the last 2 times for them.
Why not go for a 3? You're right. Well, I tell you what, on that interception by Clyde, they ran a little screen to the wing back, and that was Caden Berger. Berger slipped on the turf. Yeah. Had he not, he might not have caught the pass, but Stump might not have caught it either.
Correct.
Right? He would have turned into a defender. So here we go. Let's see if they try and draw Clyde off. 22 seconds to go. Again, Wauseon has shown they can hit the big play. That's their MO. See if that Clyde defense can answer, and Clyde can go into the halftime with a lead against this very good Indian football team. Here we go. Clyde's showing total blitz. Penrod's just going to get himself, and he will get the first down. Get across the first down to the 48.
Now they're going to get up, and they're going to spike the ball.
Yeah, they need to because it's 18 seconds
Once that chain gets set, clock will start. And it's winding.
Yep. So it'll be 15 seconds to go. Second down and 10.
Playbook is still open yet, John, because they have 1 timeout, so they can still have the middle of the field. And in high school football, obviously, the clock stops at the first down.
Mike, wouldn't you call 2 plays in a row here if you could?
I'm sure that they have that in their basket.
Okay. Here we go. 2 to the far, 1 on the 2 to the near side. Britch right next to Penrod. Penrod moving right to left, looking for the snap. Well, I tell you what, the receivers jumped on the far side. They're just going to flare it out here to Britch, and Britch is going to get caught, and he'll walk out of bounds with 8 seconds to go. It will be complete to about the 44-yard line, a pickup of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down and 6 with 9 seconds to go.
Yeah, he didn't want to come back in at Jaron Bolger. He was standing right there and forcing him to get out of bounds. I can see one going to the end zone right here, John.
At least maybe draw an interference penalty.
Yeah.
Right? Well, here we go. 3rd down and 6. Clyde winning 14-7. 9 seconds to go in the first half here on Eagle 99. Wauseon Indians at home trying to defeat the Clyde Flyers. And what are we going to have? Clyde's going to take a timeout, right? They'll use one of theirs. They're down to 1. So let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad, right now the Clyde sideline looks like the players, the coaches are feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, I think they have to be the way they've played this first half coming in. Obviously Wauseon's predicted to win on paper, but with Clyde, you're going to get a tough fight no matter what, and they've rose to the challenge. And this is going to be a fight all the way down to the end.
So the Flyers with starters, Bailey Eberle is a senior. They're going to lose Bailey Eberle. They're going to lose Andrew Bauer, Caden Berger, Jaden Johnson. So they're going to lose about 5 starters, Mike. They'll be returning 17 starters to next year's team. This year they had to replace 18 starters. That's kind of how it happens, right?
Yeah, it is. And a lot of the guys that came back this year were big contributing factors to that state championship team. So they've got the experience.
So Clyde playing prevent here, Mike?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. So it's 3rd down and 6. So we're going to try and get at least a pretty good punch here. 5 receivers going to throw across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. And the coaches for Wauseon are jumping up and down. Why did you throw the ball there? I'm not sure. Sometimes when you're even in high school, as he does look to his receivers, you've got your favorites. And sometimes you might have that one receiver that's just open, you don't catch. 4th down, so it should be the last play of the first half.
It's rough when the receiver that the ball was thrown to goes back to the huddle, and then he has to go get the ball.
Yeah.
Because the officials aren't getting it for you anymore.
Right. 4th down and 6. Wauseon, what are we going to have? Clyde's going to take another timeout. So they're going to waste them all here and use them.
Can't take them in the locker room with you.
Stay tuned. We'll have our halftime show coming up right after this. We're not there yet, but glad to have you tonight here on Eagle 99. And all of our sponsors have made this possible for us. We're just glad to be able to bring you this ball game. It's the winner looks like they're going to advance to take on maybe the Huron Tigers.
Yeah. And
that game will be in Huron. So if Wauseon wins, they've got a little bit of a jaunt. And if Clyde wins, they've got about a 35-minute drive. Boy, what a good contest that could be between the Bay and Lake divisions there in Huron, the home of the Tigers. But right now, Clyde, they took a pretty solid punch, Mike, that first drive, really trying to figure out what this team was about. But it seems like they've adjusted some and have become a little bit more stable. But Clyde is kind of dominated. If we get the stats, we'll tell you what the tail of the tape is. But this should be the last play. 6 seconds to go. 4th down and 6. Of course, you can't end on a defensive penalty. Here comes a man in motion. Penrod looking for it. He's looking at his 3 receivers. Now he's going to send Bridge to this side. So they're looking over here. They're going to one-on-one over there. And they're going to get it to Smith. Now they're going to do a little hook and ladder. And that should be the end. And that's going to be it. All right, it is halftime. And it is Clyde 14 and Wauseon 7. Now, wait a second. What are the officials doing here? I think he was inbounds. What are we going to say? The officials are conferring?
There are zeros on the clock, so unless it's a defensive penalty.
Yeah, the half should be over as Wauseon's walking off the field.
I didn't see a flag.
I didn't hear anywhere.
No, there was no flag, but the officials, sometimes maybe the officials may be overthinking it, Mike.
Yeah, unless they thought he got out of bounds. But there is no way that play took less than 6 seconds when you have a hook and ladder.
No.
I think it'd be very difficult for the referee over here as I was watching it right down my side.
Half is over. There you go. Okay, we're at halftime. And your score here today at halftime, this Division 4, Region 14 quarterfinal. It is the Clyde Flyers 14 and the Wauseon Indians 7. Stay tuned. We'll be back after our halftime show here on Eagle 99.
Members save more at Friendship. Register for your Friendship loyalty card today and enjoy member perks like free coffee Mondays and member promotions on great items like Rockstar 16-ounce cans, 3 for $3.77. Where with every purchase, members get entered for a chance to win an Xbox One collector's console. Plus, everyday great deals on Muddy Buddy and Gardetto chips, 2 for $4. Hostess singles, 2 for $3. And 20-ounce Coke bottles, 3 for $4. Stop in today. Friendship, you're always welcome.
Frickers has just what you want, everyday values. Monday, boneless frickin' chicken wings. Tuesday, traditional frickin' chicken wings. Wednesday, steak day at Frickers. Thursday, frickin' chicken chunks. Whether it's dine-in, carry-out, delivery, or order online at frickers.com. Everyday values are available at only one place. Dine in, carry out, delivery, and new at Frickers. Order online at frickers.com.
Hi, I'm Tony Camilleri, CEO of the Fremont Federal Credit Union. We are proud to again sponsor high school sports on Eagle 99, 92.1, The Wolf, and 100.9 Coast Country. Stop into any of our convenient offices or visit us online at fremontfcu.com to check out the credit union difference. We offer local decision-making on loans, making the process fast and easy for our members. Investing in our communities and our youth are what we're all about. Visit us at fremontfcu.com. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
Hello, it's Pete with Sunrise. Did you know propane is made in America? Yep, right here in the good old US of A. Just an interesting fact I wanted to share. Another fact I'd like to share is Sunrise has one of the largest storage capacity of propane in the state of Ohio. That's right, we have the propane to get our customers through the worst of times, plus some. To make sure you have the propane this heating season, call Sunrise. Sunrise Cooperative. Success grows here.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
From the Ohio News Network, this is Tonight in High School Football. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
And hi again, everyone. Welcome to Tonight in High School Football's halftime report. Bo Rugg is the Senior Director of Officiating and Sport Management for the OHSAA. Are there any additional challenges to arranging officials for these football playoff games with the pandemic? We'll ask Bo next on the Ohio News Network.
After having been restricted in order to preserve PPE for hospitals, many dental offices are now reopening. That's a good thing because regular dental care ensures that we have good oral health and good overall health. As dentists reopen their offices, you may notice some changes. Your dental office may take your temperature and ask a series of questions related to your health. You may be asked to wait in your car until the dental office is ready for you. You may notice your dentist and staff wearing a different type of face mask or face shield when providing care. All of these changes and more are designed to ensure dental patients are protected. When you make your appointment, ask if your dentist is a member of the Ohio Dental Association so you know that you're being treated by the very best. Ohio Dental Association member dentists are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality dental care. These ODA member dentists are bound by the highest ethical standards and have access to superior ongoing education, training, and resources. To find an ODA dentist in your area, visit associationsadvanceohio.com.
At Encova Insurance, we're committed to leaving a lasting impression in all communities we serve. We support local causes that mirror the values and interests of our associates, agents, and policyholders. We partner with organizations that are dedicated to improving lives. We are committed to building something greater than ourselves, encircling our communities with strength and support. We are Encova Insurance. Learn more at Encova.com.
This is Tonight in High School Football on the Ohio News Network. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
Welcome back, everyone. Joined at halftime this evening by Bo Rugg with the Ohio High School Athletic Association. And Bo, thanks for your time. We made it through week one of the football playoffs okay. Anything out of the ordinary happened last weekend that maybe you guys weren't anticipating?
You know, I don't think so, Skip. You kind of expect the unexpected in these times. So there wasn't anything that I was taken aback by that made me like, oh my gosh. It was really a good weekend for us.
We know the playoffs are expanding next year anyways, Bo, but do you see any way that there might be a push to have this same format again in the future where everyone gets in? And I guess what might a downside to that be?
Well, I've had a few coaches reach out and say they like everybody making it. The downside certainly is shortening the season, a normal season, quote unquote. And I don't know how many people would be in favor of an 8-game season and losing at least one home game, if not two, because those are important for their school. So I think that's probably the toughest thing. If we kept a 10-game season and then took everybody, we'd be going deep into December. I don't think anybody wants that. So those are the issues you have to play with is how do you take everything into account on how many weeks you need, and where do you put it?
Bo, I know you oversee officiating as well. Have there been challenges as far as getting officials assigned to these games during these times?
Well, yes and no. We've gotten officials assigned to games. I think the good news is we've had a lot of officials that have gotten playoff games probably for the first time, and that's a good thing. We are spread pretty thin, and we've tried to regionalize as much as possible. And if you have a lot of games in a region where you don't normally have a lot of crews, you might send some people in different places. But for the most part, it's been very good. I really have to have a shout out to several of our assigners around the state that have helped us in assigning, since they know the people in their area best, especially as we get deeper in crews. So it's gone pretty well.
You referenced crews. Once we reach this point of the season, do you typically assign crews or individuals for playoff games?
Typically, we assign individuals, and that really, if you look at every level of football, they will take talent over familiarity all the time. And if you have the volume that we have, and I go out and watch 3 or 4 games a night, and I'll see a lot of crews, and there'll be 3 or 4 really, really good people, and one maybe not as good. And I just don't think that's the best way to go in all the way through the state finals. And so when you have less teams, as we do, not the entire group of teams like we have now, these first couple of weeks we have to go crews. There's just no way to rearrange everything with our volume. But as we get down to less teams, we're going to go with the most talented people.
Bo Rugg with the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Bo, we appreciate your time. We'll touch base soon, okay?
Anytime, Skip. Thanks a lot for what you do.
Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
Hi, it's Eagle 99 and 92.1 The Wolf Sports Director Kyle Knight for Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont. When it comes to outfitting the sports staff here at the radio station, we go to Juan and Athletic Supply. Athletic Supply offers us affordable prices on shirts and pullovers and handles all the custom embroidery. No matter what your sport, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, or volleyball, you'll find the equipment and clothing you need to make you look good and play good. So get in the game at Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont.
Hospice volunteers accompany people along the journey of a serious or life-threatening illness. They assist with office duties, provide bereavement support, and serve in countless ways to raise funds that keep Stein Hospice running. By sharing their time, energy, and expertise, our volunteers bring compassion and dedication to everything they do. We celebrate them every day.
So Grampy said when he worked for the circus, he was a clown. He was a clown? Daddy said he still is. He probably was a good clown, but he said he was an elephant trainer, too. If you want to work for our Grampy, the former circus clown and elephant trainer, send your resumes to jobs@basbroadcasting.com. And what about the trapeze act he talked about? Now I think that's a fish story. For a great sales career, send your resumes to jobs@basbroadcasting.com.
Hello, it's Pete with Sunrise. I found another interesting fact I wanted to share. Did you know that being behind a slow-moving combine for 5 miles equals the same amount of time you would spend getting stuck at 2 red lights in town? Keep this in mind and give our farmers some room to work and give yourself the opportunity to appreciate all the fall colors of the season. Being safe and going slow behind a combine has to be more enjoyable than sitting through 2 traffic lights in town. Sunrise Cooperative. Success grows here.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
All right, welcome back. It is halftime here at Harmon Field in Wauseon as the Wauseon Indians. They find themselves here in a little bit of a battle, taking on the Clyde Fliers. Wauseon came out and scored first. Mike Martin, they threw a haymaker at Clyde. and scored and took a 7-0 lead early. Clyde came back and scored 2 more times, once in the first quarter, once in the second, to take the lead here 14-7 at halftime. The scoring happened this way. First drive of the day. Wauseon had a pass play and went for naught. Then they ran it for a yard. Then picked up. They had a busted play that they got all the way down the Clyde 26. Pass play miss. Another pass play for 3 yards, and then another busted play that they were able to get Tester into the end zone at the 9:39 mark, a 23-yard touchdown pass. It was a 6-play, 69-yard drive, and they were up for 7-0. And right now, it's kind of like I remember the Titans. Remember they're in the championship game, and all of a sudden the team that they played came out, and the guy goes, like Monday Night Football out there, coach is throwing the ball over the place. It was kind of like that.
Yeah,
to be honest. Clyde came back and then ran 10 plays, but turned it over on downs. Got the ball at the 10-yard line and got to the 28. Then Wauseon at the 28, and there's a fumble at the 4:08 mark of the first quarter by Wauseon. Penrod fumbled it. Robbie Greenslade got it. Clyde scored quickly. They went 5 plays and 52 yards. At 2:12 of the first quarter, Lozier got a nice swing pass from Cook. Went 17 yards for the score, tied at 7 with the Holman extra point. Then Wauseon went 6 and out. Actually, they ran 6 plays. Actually, turned it over on downs. Clyde came back and had to punt. Wauseon had to punt. Clyde got the ball again at their own 32. This time they went 10 plays, 68 yards. Daniels with a 1-yard run at the 2:15 mark of the half. They take the 14-7 lead. Wauseon, that's right. The Wauseon had the ball, and there's an interception by Wilson. Just beautiful deep pass play. Clyde came back and they Stump intercepted Cook as the receiver fell down, and Wauseon had the ball to end out the first half. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll get everybody in on the broadcast. We do not have any official stats for you tonight, so unfortunately we can't tell you what the numbers are, but we can tell you this. It's been a hard-fought battle. Clyde Flyers sit on top right now at halftime, 14-7. Stay tuned. You've been listening to Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football here tonight on Eagle 99.
Save big and give your home a makeover at Fremont Floor Covering. Fall savings on in-stock flooring. Carpet rolls starting at 79 cents a square foot. Waterproof flooring starting at $2.69 a square foot. Ceramic and porcelain tile at $1.69 a square foot. Carpet tile starting at $1.50 a square foot. Remnants up to 50% off, and cash and carry savings on special order products. Stop into Fremont Floor Covering today for quality floor covering at affordable prices. Financing available. Fremont Floor Covering near North Front and State Streets.
Hi, I'm Tony Camilleri, CEO of the Fremont Federal Credit Union. We are proud to again sponsor high school sports on Eagle 99, 92.1, the Wolf, and 100.9 Coast Country. Stop into any of our convenient locations to check out the credit union difference. We offer checking account options with lots of perks, all with a free debit card, free online banking, and mobile banking, with the convenience of nationwide shared branching. Investing in our communities and our youth are what we're all about. Visit us at fremontfcu.com. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
My job is to ask you about life insurance. Please don't make it my job to tell your family you didn't have any. At Welty Insurance Group, they're here to put your mind at ease with life insurance that will work with you for a policy that has your family's future covered. Life insurance is because you love them. Our family protecting yours. Welty Insurance Group, representing Erie Insurance. Call today, 419-334-4477. Miller Super Value in Clyde is the place to shop for great savings on groceries. Each week, hundreds of items are discounted to help you save even more. Check out their expanded meat department. For a great supper, shop Miller's extensive deli for fried chicken, wings, great salads, and side dishes. Take and Big Pizza and fresh daily sushi are now available. Miller Super Value, your hometown grocery, is proud of our Clyde Flyers. Go Flyers!
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
And again, welcome back to Harmon Field here in Wauseon. It is 14-7 in this Region 14 Division 4 quarterfinal matchup between the Clyde Flyers and Wauseon. It was Wauseon scoring early, Clyde coming back. And I think when Clyde came back and tied the game, Mike, they kind of took a deep breath and settled down. Remember, they only have about 5 seniors on the squad. And this is big for them. This is big for everybody to kind of, get used to what it's like. Yeah, they went on the championship run last year, but they were younger and not all of them participated. Now they're all called to really make a difference. Let's talk briefly, if we can, Mike, about, well, better yet, let's go down to Brad Bannister real quick. I know he's got a scoreboard for us, and let us know some of the scores of interest for us here in the area that we broadcast. Go ahead,
All right,
Brad.
John. Thank you. In the third quarter, St. Paul was up 34-8. Still at half, Bellevue up over Galleon 12-9. We're looking at Arch Bowl. The team that caused Wauseon to have their lone loss is up 35-0 over Gibsonburg. Eastwood's up 28-0 in the fourth quarter over Waynesdale. You have Shelby up 13-10 over Rossford. I'm trying to get an Edison score here. Huron is up 44-8 over Bryan in the third quarter. The Edison score is eluding me here. So that's what we have right now, John.
Right, thanks so much. We did just get an update from Kyle Knight that Bellevue's winning 20-9 right now. They must have just scored here. All right, so Mike Martin, you're a coach. You know about adjustments. You're Wauseon. What's your number one goal?
Well, the thing that was able to shut down Clyde's run a little bit, a few opportunities, was when they send their linebacker out around the BC gaps, around not coming up the middle, because when they do that, that's when Daniel's able to slip through that, and then he's getting some big gains on it. So that's been about their best advantage of stopping Clyde's run. And, that's when Clyde, if they do that, and the linebackers are coming out around, that's when it's going to open up the middle. So Clyde's going to have to see that and take advantage of that. And what Clyde's going to have to do to stop Wauseon as far as their passing, they've done a good job of pushing the Wauseon offensive line back into the quarterback, making him have some high throws. We saw quite a few errant throws tonight, and that's just because even though the defensive line is not making the sacks, they're putting pressure on him by pushing the offensive line back into him. So Wauseon's going to have to hit some quick ones that keep going down the field, going down the field. They got to hit some quick ones.
Well, it seems to me that Wauseon just started to adjust a little bit and throw some intermediate fade passes, some screens, doing a little waggle out of the backfield. Anything to get the ball in the open field against Clyde, because Clyde's are dropping back and playing so much defense in reference to the passing game. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. I did talk to a few people here, and they said that we were listening to the Wauseon coaches. They're saying, listen, we're shooting gaps. We should probably quit shooting gaps and just match up with these guys. I'm feeling like maybe shooting the gaps is too much of a losing effort for them. Either way, for Clyde, Daniels has been really the ticket here tonight. Daniels, we don't have how many yards he has. He's got to have close to 100 yards.
Yeah, I would say
in this football game.
I would say that he has at least 80, if not closer to 90 yards right now. And somebody, and that's after contact. He's getting hit at the line of scrimmage, and there's times that he'll drag people 4 or 5 yards, or he'll hit, and we saw a couple times where he hits and spins, and it gets another 5-10 yards. So, he's doing a great job of getting the yards after the hit.
Clyde's going to get the ball to start the second half. They had won the toss, and they deferred. So, obviously, this is where the adjustments come in, Mike.
Yep.
What are you going to do? I think Clyde's got their formula pretty much where they want them. They've not had to have Cook throw the ball too much. Okay? And, therefore, Wauseon is going to try to stop the Clyde offense, and Clyde, on the other hand, return the favor. So Wauseon will be kicking the ball. We're just about underway. These officials have had a few moments here tonight, Mike, where they've tried to really get together and figure out what's going on. And we've had a few measurements. That doesn't happen too often. Looks like we have a little rain coming down right now.
Yeah, I think so. Someone in a window.
All right. So here's the kickoff. It's going to be end over end. Nice kick. It's going to be all the way back to the 10. Lozier has it at the 15 to the 20. Cuts up the middle. He gets in kind of a group of people, and they set him back. And it'll be first 10 Clyde at about the 24-yard line. And now we're going to find out what the adjustments are going to be. Let's go down to Brad. Brad, do we have some rain coming in?
Yeah, it's a real light little sprinkle coming down right now just as we start the second half.
Well, I said that because we're really more concerned about you, Brad, to be honest.
Well, I didn't bring my rain gear. I wasn't expecting a lot of rain. So it'll be interesting if it does, if it would happen to rain a little more and how this field holds up.
Okay. Two receivers on the far side. Clyde moving left to right. And we have the officials stopping right now. And what is the problem? The officials are amongst each other. So they're going to go ahead and whistle it live. 1st and 10 at the 23. Daniels just to the left. And Clyde gives to Daniels. Daniels up the middle. And he'll spin and turn across the 25 to about the 26.
Brought down by Chance Snow.
So it's going to be 2nd down, and we'll say 7. So Clyde's got to mix it up a little bit, Mike, and obviously we'll see what they do. But the formula to run the ball, keep Wauseon off the field offensively has worked for them. Clyde's had 2 turnovers that they've gotten tonight. They gave one up. And here comes Lozier in motion now from the right to the left, moving left to right. And Cook to Daniels. Daniels waits, gets through a hole, puts his head down, spins, and he gets to about the 33-yard line. Very close to the first down. Let's check with Brad.
Well, they're stopping the clock. It looks like it's real close here.
What are they going to do?
Looks like it's about a half a yard short from where they're marking.
Yep, that's exactly what they're doing, Mike. They're marking about 6 inches here.
Now they're gonna measure. Tell you what, we saw 2 measurements all year, and we've seen 3 here tonight already. It's playoffs, guys, and they want to do the best job they can. And, of course, the other thing, I don't know if you listened or not, but with all these teams in the playoffs, it has been a stretch to find officiating crews to handle all the games. I can imagine how hard that's been.
I think this is going to be short, guys.
Short by about an inch or 2. All right, so it's 3rd down and maybe a half foot. So at the end of 3, it's 20-9 Bellevue right now with an 11-point lead moving into the 4th quarter of their matchup against Galleon. Clyde will have a 3rd down and about a foot maybe here tonight. This first drive, 11:09 to go, 14-7. Your in-game scoreboard by Athletic Supply. Brad Bannister on the sidelines, brought to you by Frickers. I tell it's important, Mike, because with this turf and everything else, it could really affect how this game is being played. So Cook is going to be back in the pistol. Daniels to his side. 2 receivers to the far side. And they're going to give to Daniels. Daniels gets off left tackle. He gets a first down more. He powers all the way to the 40-yard line. I tell you what, Daniels is a man on a mission right now. As he gets it all the way to the 40.
And again, they found something over on that left side. Now Walker Britt is back in on that side.
Okay.
Along with Jordan Lee, and just opening up that hole to allow Daniels to be able to get through it and get some good yards.
Lozier, single receiver here, charging near side, moving left to right, 2 to the far side. And Cook back to throw. He's going to throw it out here. It's going to be caught. And, boy, just nice coverage on the backside as they get it out to, it looked like they got out to Nuffs, but not much of a gain, maybe a yard.
Yeah, Jonas Tester was right there. He kind of reacted to that as soon as Cook turned his shoulders. He reacted up and made the play right as soon as he caught the ball for a 1-yard gain.
10-20 here in the 3rd, 14-7, the Clyde lead here on Eagle 99. Jaden Cook snaps. Daniels, he stutters, puts his head down. He's going to be very close to the first down. That time, Mike, he actually stopped and waited for the hole and then blew up the middle, and it's going to be another 3rd and very short for them.
And that's the problem. When you send your linebackers and you get past, that's what he waited for, the linebackers to get past him in order to get up there. And then Tester from the safety spot had to come up and make the play.
Starting to get a little bit of spit and sputtering from our partner's Mike. We have to make sure where he's at distance-wise. They give, I tell you what, they did not get it this time. They gave it to Daniels, and they throw him for a loss. They make an adjustment, throw him back to the 49, so it's going to be a big 4th down play for Clyde on this opening drive.
Yeah, that time Cooper Lane was able to get through and make the stop. You know, again, they continue to send those linebackers, and it's kind of a hit and miss as far as if you're able to make that play. If not, Daniels is down the field.
Clyde bringing in their double wing set. Overmeyer and Berger at the wing positions. Daniels at the tailback. 4th down and about 2. Big play here this ball game. See what the Flyers do. Cook under center. See if he hard counts him. They go man in motion. They give to the other side. It's going to be Berger with it. And I don't know that they – well, the official on the far side –
the one on this side is not.
Yeah, the official on the other
side is.
Yeah, the one on this side is definitely not.
Well, he moved it. I tell you what he did. He walked right from the stick, and then he walked closer inside. So I think Clyde's going to be short.
Now, I don't know if you guys saw that third down play, but there was a lot of questions about where that spot was because a lot of people on this side really thought it was a first down.
Hey, we got another measurement.
Tell you what.
That's triple what we've had all year.
I saw the referee come straight towards us and then angle back. So it is going to be first down, Clyde. That's Caden Berger on the cover. Wow. So I tell you what, no guts, no glory.
Yeah, no. And that was just by the tip of the football.
8:47 to go in the third. Clyde's maintained the ball this entire third quarter so far, 14-7 with the lead. Here comes Cobble to the near side. Looks like Wilson to the far side. Clyde showing a different set now. They give to Daniels this time. And I tell you what, they're making an adjustment right now as Daniels got tripped up, and he'll get no gain.
Tyson Birch coming in on a
linebacker blitz.
Yeah, he came from the B gap from the outside and funneled that back in, was able to get through and make that stop for no gain.
Clock keeps running. Clyde with the 14-7 lead here with 8:15 to go in the third. Want to welcome everybody to our broadcast. Now we have Abe Morrison in. No, I thought that was Abe Morrison. It looked like it when they turned the numbers. Here we go. Cook gives the Daniels off to the left side. Head down, spins, runs over a defender, and gets down to the 44. That time he picked up 5 on that run. You know, with the Clyde numbers, sometime depending on the angle, it can look like it's confusing. Clyde's going to hurry up to the line of scrimmage on third down.
Yeah, 6 and 8. If the jerseys pull up a little bit, that 6 looks like an 8.
So Wilson here on the near side. We got one on the slot, one on the far side, and Cook gives to Daniels. Daniels off left tackle, head down, and he does not get the first down, but he'll get it just to almost to the 40. Pickup of almost 4. So it's going to be 4th down and 2. Clyde Flyers went for it last time, 4th down and 2. I'm going to say a long one. 7-13, 14-7. Nothing's changed on the score. Clyde with the opening drive.
You got the defensive lineman making the stop 2-3 yards downfield, so that just shows that Clyde offensive line is just pushing them back.
All right, Cook with the football. He's looking for the snap. Here comes the man in motion. And they get them to jump. Oh, that time they got stumped.
Return the favor.
Stumped with the jump. And Clyde will pick it up via penalty. That time what they did is they brought Lozier in hard on a hard shift. And they jumped on that. Now move it to the 35. 1st and 10 Clyde at the 35 as they maintain the opening drive here of this third quarter play. What do we have going on here?
Reset the play clock.
Okay. Nice drive by Clyde right now. 3 receivers to our near side. Left to right. Clyde moving with the ball. Cook back. He looks. He looks. No one's there. He's going to run them. He's got to get rid of the ball, and they're going to have a penalty here. Looks to me like there's going to be a holding penalty against Clyde. Clyde tried to throw the screen mic. It was not there, and Cook took off. And it should be a penalty against the Flyers.
Yeah, Jude Armstrong. Jude Armstrong is right there. Cook looked to the receiver. I think he was looking to Wilson. Wilson turned back, and Armstrong was right there. If he would have thrown that ball, that would have been pick 6 the other way. So
that's a huge penalty for the Flyers. That moves the ball all the way back to the 49, Mike.
Yeah, again, that's spot foul.
That's a big one. So Clyde's going to have first down and a bundle. So that's 2 penalties back to back. They get the penalty by first down. First down at 24 at the 49. It's a pretty big hill to climb right now for the Flyers. Cook back. He fakes. He throws a bubble screen over here and it's incomplete. Threw it too high for. It was Noss, yeah. I tell you what, I think Wauseon's defended that play pretty well tonight.
Yeah, that time Isaac Wilson from Wauseon was right there, and if that ball would have been caught, there would have been a huge collision. And I don't think Noss would have enjoyed that very much.
Second down and 24. Puts Clyde in passing situations, which takes out their main player. Daniels on the ground. You know, they've never thrown the ball to Daniels like on a little drag or anything, Mike. There they go. They hand it off to him. He tries to go around the corner. He does. He puts his head down, and he'll power for about 6. He'll get to about the 44-yard line and pick up 5. But now it's going to be third down and still about 19.
Yeah, when it's
down 19.
Yeah, when it was 2nd and 24, they're going to go ahead and say, go ahead, you can have 6 yards. We'll let you have that. But we're going to be able to make this play here. And Stump did a nice job of coming up and just stopping that for a 6-yard gain.
Let's see what Clyde plays. 3rd and 19, 5:43 this quarter, moving quickly. Here comes Lozier in motion here to this side. They're looking back. They're looking. Boy, I tell you what, he's in trouble. He throws it over here. It's going to be caught. Wilson gets it. Wilson puts his head down. And where is he? Very close to the first down. What a great connection by Cook at the last second, like a jump pass to Wilson. And they're going to be very close to the first down. Let's go down to Brad to find out, Brad, how close.
He's going to be about 2 yards short, but I thought it was a really bad spot again. He looked like he was much closer to that first down marker where Brady Wilson went down.
I know.
I mean, my goodness. He spotted him probably a good yard to a yard and a half behind where I thought he should have been.
3 receivers to the far side. They've got the line jumbled up. Here we go. Daniels, head down. He spins. I tell you what, I don't know that he got it. Let's go downside.
He slipped a little bit.
He slipped.
He tried to come back.
We're going to have our 5th measurement.
I don't think they're going to need to measure this one, fellas. I think it's going to be first down Wauseon.
Okay. They are going to give it to Wauseon.
Yeah,
All right, you're
Brad.
right.
Brad, maybe it's just me looking at the lights, but is it raining a little bit harder now? And that field getting a little bit wet because that time it looked like Daniels just slipped when he tried to cut it back.
I think there is enough down here, Mike, to where you are starting to get a little bit of coating of slipness on this for sure.
All right, so Clyde takes that first drive, runs the clock down to 4:44 and turns it over by about a foot. And it'll be 1st and 10 Wauseon. So Wauseon, they avoid the Flyers trying to get up on that lead. Here they go. They're going to hand off and run it, and it'll be for maybe a yard. And, of course, their running back is Britch. He's the only one that's really carried it from the line of scrimmage other than Penrod maybe on a carrier too. Ball will be spotted at the 28.
Yeah, Dylan Overmeier's doing a nice job like he's done all year, just reading that and not sending him. He's just reading it, coming up, and being able to make that play.
I tell you what, I can see the rain coming down right now. So it's raining. Here we go. Penrod's going to look the ball out. It's going to be incomplete. Overthrown. Be 3rd down and 9. So, guys, things are going to change a little bit here. Grass. Clyde's not playing on grass all year. I mean, it's going to get wet. It's going to start to shift a little bit. It looks like the wind's dying down, but it looks like the rain is just kind of soft drip right now.
You know, and that's going to be interesting when the officials don't handle the football, and now this football gets wet. How are they going to get the ball out and get a fresh ball in from the center?
Here, it's a big 3rd down play for Wauseon. You got to move a man in motion. Look for this single coverage over here. Now they're going to go a delayed draw, and it's going to be caught. And they'll be for no gain. Nice job outside. Boy, big number 55, John Miller Perry comes up with a big play.
Yeah, and that's something that it did not fool them as well as Logan Holmler on that stop. So, Clyde, they do a great job of just staying home.
So guess what? Clyde ran it down to 4:44. 3 and out for Wauseon. Yeah. And there's a punt. It is not a good punt, and it's going to hit and bounce. Everybody's got to get out of the way, but we'll give Wauseon a nice roll down to the Clyde 34-yard line. Clyde will have a 1st and 10 with the ball. They got a chance, Mike, to run out this quarter. 14-7, they've got the lead. You're thinking the way this feels, a 2-score differential could be huge.
Yeah, and when, the field is like it is, that's kind of plays into Clyde's hand because Daniels, you could see when he tried to make a cut there that he kind of slipped. But Daniels is not a real big cut man. He runs through people.
Updated score in the fourth quarter. Bellevue in command now, 26-9 over Gallion. Boy, I tell you what a battle here between these two good football teams. Wilson now in the slot. Everybody's got to hang on to the football. Daniels will get it for about a yard, cross the 35. We'll say maybe the 36, closer to 36. So it's going to be second down and 8, 3:23 to count. Still 14-7, folks. Wish I could tell you something different, but there's been no scoring.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see when Daniels gets through and gets past the linebacker. The linebacker misses tackle, right, or Daniels runs through it, and then there's nobody behind him.
Jaden Cook, the quarterback for Clyde. Here comes a man in motion. So this near side is Cobble. 3 receivers near us. He's looking to throw. He's got time, boy. He's got pressured. He's looking. He's going to have to get rid of it, and he's going to run out of bounds. And he gets drilled out of bounds, and they do not call it. Oh, my.
And we
the
got
official was right there.
Yeah, we got a holding back here on Clyde as well. But you're right, John.
Oh, he was well past the sideline, right in front of the official, and he got drilled.
And it was on the Wauseon sideline, so, yeah, I don't know if that influenced that official or not, but
I'm going to tell you what, I generally don't say it.
No, but
that was a missed call.
Yes.
He had both feet out of bounds and got drilled.
No, he was actually 2 steps out of bounds, John.
Yeah. So with that hold, that's going to move Clyde all the way back. So anything that good happened to Wauseon is happening right now. There's no doubt about it. That penalty moves the ball all the way back to Brad Bannis. Where are we at? The 19? It's going to be
about the 19, yes, John.
So they got to update this. It's going to be second and a whole lot of territory.
Second down 26.
There you go, second down 26. Clyde with a lot of they're going to do a delay to Daniels. Daniels trying to get to the outside. He turns to the outside, and he spins, and the track is getting sloppy.
Yep.
And a dry track, he probably picks up 10 more yards, and he does get it to the 26. That'll be a pickup of 7. That'll make it second down. Third down and 18. Boy, that's a huge benefit. This missed call over here.
Yeah, that was big. That was big.
That was a big one.
And, that would have been offsetting because it was a hold. So it would have been offsetting penalties. And when we know that even though it's a personal foul, they still offset. So.
Right. So Clyde's got 3rd and 18, 2:07 and counting here in this third quarter, running by. And I tell you what, it looks like the rain has stopped a little bit, which is probably good. And we got a penalty here. They're going to say Clyde with the delay of game.
Delay of game against the Fliers.
That'll move it back.
Okay, so this is kind of self-destruct right here at this point in time.
3rd down 23.
Right. Yeah, Clyde's got to regroup a little bit. Of course, this missed penalty wasn't their issue, but, they've had a hold and a couple penalties that keep shooting them in their foot a little bit. They really dominated the third quarter, but it's not turning out to be positive, Mike.
No.
You got to be careful not to throw an interception right here and see if Cook can play good quarterback here. They give it to Daniels up the middle, and they do that because they know they can't get anything. He's going to get it to the 20, and it'll be no gain. And now Clyde will have to punt.
Wilson and Garcia.
So Wauseon's going to get pretty good field position. They're standing right about midfield. Minute 40 to go. Actually, a minute 38 here in the third quarter.
One thing that Jaden Cook not only led the Lake Division in passing, but he was also second in punting with a 43-yard average. So,
well, he needs one here. There's a snap. He kicks it. It's not a great punt, but it's going to be caught by Penrod. Penrod's going to step by one, step by another, and he's going to return this ball all the way into Clyde territory, and he's going to get down at about the 30 by Overmeyer. That time Penrod showed why he's an athlete, and this is a golden opportunity right now at the 29-yard line for Wauseon to try and tie this game.
Yeah, that was big right there. Nice return. And I tell you what, he put a stiff arm on Dylan Overmeyer that Dylan's probably going to want to repay that favor here a little bit from his linebacker spot.
1st and 10, Wauseon with the football at the Clyde 29, moving right to left with that chance here. Clyde's had the ball most of the quarter, but it is working for Wauseon, they're going to throw a pass out here. It's going to be caught. And what an open field tackle by the Flyers. Brady Wilson. Brady Wilson, I tell you what, he's going to get some honors for the way he plays defense.
Oh, without a doubt, right there. I mean, that was wide open to the outside. Brady Wilson read that perfectly, allowed him to catch the ball. He came up and made the hit for no gain.
Dropped him right there. I mean, actually, Brady Wilson's talent on the defensive side is, spectacular.
It is.
He hardly ever, gets caught out of position. 2nd down and 10. 3 receivers here near us, moving right to that. Penrod's looking. He fakes it. He gets slammed. Oh, my. Welcome to Clyde football. Now call it, Mike Martin.
That was Blue Norman. We have not called Blue Norman's name much tonight. Blue Norman has been causing a lot of problems for that offensive line of Wauseon. That time, he was able to get through the line and make the sack. Prior to that, he's just pushing people back into the quarterback.
Oh.
And that time, he was able to get through and make a big sack.
And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. That'll give him something to remember, right? Moving into quarter number 4. It's the end of 3. It is Clyde 14, and it is Wauseon 7. We'll be back after this.
Fremont Federal Credit Union has earned the Freddie Mac Home Possible Rise Award for largest volume of home possible mortgages originated by a corporate account in 2019. This award recognizes lenders for their excellence in producing the largest volume of home possible mortgages using affordable lending solutions for low to moderate income homebuyers. We strongly believe that one of the best things we can do in our diverse community is to offer the awareness of programs related to buying and owning a home. That is why we are so passionate about supporting the Freddie Mac's Home Possible Mortgage Solutions, which help our low and moderate income borrowers attain the dream of home ownership. Here at Fremont Federal Credit Union, we feel that home ownership leads to stronger, healthier communities and families. If you're looking for a strong, stable financial institution, we have the right solution for you. Contact us at 419-334-4434 for all your home loan needs.
Some restrictions may apply. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA, NMLS 328544.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
All right, welcome to 4th quarter of action here on Eagle 99. It is Clyde 14, Wauseon 7. Big 3rd down, 3rd and 17 for Wauseon at the Clyde 36. Penrod, this is a low snap. He's going to be pressured, and he's going to throw it up incomplete. Oh, the Clyde Flyers all over him. And that time, Penrod unable to make it happen. 4th down. That was huge, Mike Martin.
Yeah, that ball was on the ground. He tried to pick it up and make something happen, like you said, John. But Robbie Green slayed it. And again, Blue Norman were all over him. He had no time to set his feet. He just tried to flip it out to the receiver, and no chance of getting that complete.
I think Wauseon kind of feels like, listen, we got to get this 1st down here, Mike. It's going to be a big one, 4th and 17.
Oh, they definitely got to get this 1st down.
But, I mean, they don't want to give the ball back to Clyde. So, 11:55. I thought I saw procedure. And it was. Yeah, it was one of the linemen. These old eyes once in a while picks up a play, Mike, and that's going to make it 4th down and 22. I'll move it back to the 41.
Yeah, that line is getting a little bit nervous now.
Yes, they are. You're exactly right.
Blue Norman and Green Slade and Walker Britt, they're just enforcing their will a little bit on that line, and they're going to force them to punt.
And Hamler also. I tell you what,
exactly.
Let's go down to Brad Bannister. You called it, Brad, off the air. There's a huge defensive stand for Clyde.
Wilson, deep for the Flyers.
There's the punt. It's high. It's short. It's going to bounce, and it's going to be a great bounce for Wauseon all the way down to the 1 yard line. Let's go down to Brad.
Yeah, those are the kind of bounces you don't expect to happen on natural grass. Those are turf bounces, but it hit about the 15-yard line and just rolled right down here to, they got him marked at the 2.
At the 2 yard line. So, fellas, you've got the 14-7 lead. You've got the ball. You controlled most of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
A drive here for a score could put this one away.
Yeah, you've controlled most of the 3rd quarter, but you didn't get any more points on the board. That's the thing, now, and we know Wauseon, they can hit it big quick. So.
Boy, Wauseon's got about 8 in the box right now, and they give to Daniels. Daniels gets off to the right side, and He's going to maybe pick up one. Brad Bannister, we'll go right to you.
You got 2 yards. You got just enough to give him a little more room back here.
Where is he at? At the 3, at the 4? At the 4?
Yep, he's at the 4-yard line.
Okay.
They got 8 to go.
All right.
You know, this is something that they went to the right side of the line. This is something where, you know, they've been working on the left side of the line to see if they are able to get to the left side and maybe seal off that end and get.
Well, I tell you what, if you're the Clyde Flyers, I hate to jump in there, Mike, but you cannot turn the ball over right now.
Absolutely not.
Green slide in motion to this side. They're going to give the Norman to this side. Excuse me, to Daniels. Daniels head down, spins, and he gets upended right at the 10.
Yeah, went to that left side, and you know, that's something where they've had success at. They've been able to block it down and kick the end out.
3rd down and 3, 10:47 to go in this one, 14-7. The Flyers with this lead. It's been this way since mid-part. Well, actually 2:15 to go in the half. 14-7. Daniels right next to Cook. 2 receivers at this near side, 2 to the far side, 1 split out far on the left side. About 10 seconds on the play clock. And Cook stands back. Cook's played a great game for Clyde tonight. He's looking for it. And they go ahead. They give to Daniels. Boy, they barely get it off. I tell you what, that was great defense. Clyde's going to have to punt the football.
Yeah, that time Bryson Stump was coming hard, and he anticipated the snap count.
He did.
If he would not have anticipated correctly, that would have definitely been offsides.
Right.
But he anticipated, was able to get right in that backfield for the big stop.
For this punt, the wind isn't strong, but it is a little bit at Cook's back.
Right. All right, so you've got a couple good athletes in the backside here. You've got Armstrong, you got the quarterback, Penrod. Penrod showed that he can return. High snap. Cook gets it off. Boy, he gets a pretty good punt off. It's going to hit, and it's going to be a great Clyde bounce. And it's going to get all the way to the 44-yard line. Tell you what, Jaden Cook just helped his team out in a big way right there, Mike Martin.
He sure did. Those are the kind of punts you got to catch, though, John.
Right.
He knows
Penrod let it go.
He backed off it. I mean, he could have ran out about 3 steps, run up and caught that ball and saved probably 15 yards. But he backed off away from it and lost, yardage on not going up and catching it.
9:28 to go. 14-7. Clyde with the lead. And Wauseon with the football. They'll be moving left to right as you hear. Glad you're all with us tonight. John Cullen along with Mike Martin and Brad Bannister on Eagle 99. Glad to bring you this contest. A little different look. We got stacked receivers in tight for Penrod. Penrod's going to get flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to throw it away here. It's going to be no good. I tell you what, Clyde Flyers are starting to have some face time with Penrod.
Yeah, again, John, Logan Holmler and Blue Norman, they're getting through there. And that time we just didn't Walker Britt and Robbie Greenslade just trailing from the backside. That defensive line is doing a great job of keeping that pressure on.
2nd and 10. 9:22. The clock had stopped with the incompletion. Wauseon trying to find a way to crack another score and tie this ball game. 3 receivers to the far side now. Penrod back. He's looking away. Now he's going to look a little slant pattern, and it's open. And I tell you what, near touchdown saving tackle on the backside by Cobble. I tell you, that was Bauer with the catch and with the tackle. But that time, just a nice quick slant. Probably one of the best pass plays they've thrown here in a long time.
And then with the pressure that the defensive line's getting right now, that's what you got to have.
Yep.
You got to have the quick ones.
That's going to be at the 37-yard line. That was a great call by Wauseon. 1st and 10, 9 minutes to go. Penrod's going to take the snap. He's looking right. Lee's be in trouble. And he gets smacked from the backside and throws it into the ground. And Greenslade, Penrod, I got to give him credit. He's a heck of a tough athlete, but when he doesn't get his way, he looks at the sideline pretty upset.
Yeah,
what's up with that?
Yeah, that was supposed to be a screen, and they were trying to go to DeGoff, and that just wasn't there. So he kind of threw it at his feet, and Greenslade let him know that, hey, I'm here.
Well, actually, Greenslade hit him.
Yeah.
A split second more, that'd been a fumble.
Exactly.
All right, 2nd down and 10, 8:54. Penrod again, 2 in the near side. He's looking left this time. He's rolling out. Boy, there's a near hold right there. Penrod's going to throw it out here. It's going to be caught in open field. And breaking a couple tackles is the receiver. That's going to be a busted play, and it's going to be a completion down to the Clyde 16.
Anytime that he's able to break contain, he is able to get the ball down the field, find the open receiver for a big gain. Right there, he was able to get around Green Slade. Like I say, that was a potential hold, but obviously the official didn't think so, so it was not a hold, and he was able to complete that pass.
8:35 to go in this football game. 34-9, Bellevue advances tonight. Snap, Penrod rolling to the right, rolling. He's being flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw it up in the end zone. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be a touchdown.
What a catch.
That was an unbelievable catch.
What a catch.
By Armstrong.
That's a Sunday afternoon catch. He went up, both hands up in the air, stretched out, kept his toes in bounds. It got hit and was able to hang on to the ball.
So Wauseon with the chance to tie this football game. You know, Mike, you had a feeling like Clyde, you couldn't keep on giving them short fields.
Right.
Sooner or later, they're going to bust a play, and that's exactly what they did. And I tell you what, credit Penrod, because he had the heat coming at him, but he bought himself time along the side, and that was an unbelievable catch.
Dylan Overmeyer was hot on his pursuit, and as soon as he got rid of the ball, Overmeyer clocked him out of bounds, which was illegal. I mean,
they're going to go for two. They're going to go for two, guys.
They're going for the win.
They're looking over here. Penrod rushing. He is not going to get it in the end zone. They caught it, and they're going to have a penalty.
That's going to be interference. But they caught it.
They got it.
Wave that off.
They got it.
The Wilson would jumped over his back to try to knock it down.
So it will be 15-14. How did that receiver catch the ball?
I have no idea, because Wilson was draped all over him. It's interfering with him, and he still caught it.
Let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're talking about or taking so long, but yeah, it's interference. They're going to decline it, and 2-point conversion's good.
And they're going to mark that penalty then on.
All right,
we're going
to take a timeout. 8:20 to go, 15-14, Wauseon on top. We'll be back after this.
Crown Battery, locally owned and operated, is pleased to support tonight's teams and takes this time to wish them luck for a successful season. The staff at Crown Battery recognizes the importance of teamwork both in and out of the classroom. That is why everyone at Crown Battery is a proud sponsor of not only tonight's broadcast, but a proud sponsor and contributor to our community, its athletic programs, and its educational infrastructure. Good luck and thank you from all the staff at Crown Battery, supplying you power since 1926.
Frickers has just what you want, everyday values. Monday, boneless frickin' chicken wings. Tuesday, traditional frickin' chicken wings. Wednesday, steak day at Frickers. Thursday, frickin' chicken chunks. Whether it's dine-in, carry-out, delivery, or order online at frickers.com. Everyday values are available at only one place. Dine in, carry out, delivery, and new at Frickers. Order online at frickers.com.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99 WFRO.
And welcome back. As we get back to action, the ball's kicked out of the end zone. Clyde will get 1st and 10 at the 20. So, Mike Martin, Wauseon's took the lead at the 9:39 mark of the first quarter, and they get the lead now for the second time here with 8:20 to go here in this ball game, up 15-14. I tell you what, gutsy call by their coach to be able to get through there, and Sean Moore to be able to make that call, and I tell you what, get the extra 2 here. They're up by 1. Clyde with the ball, 8:20 to go, moving right to left.
Got official timeout.
Now it's a moment of truth, fellas. Now it's a moment of truth. 1st and 10 at your own 20, moving right to left. Here comes Lozier in motion from the left to the right. Cook, low snap, looking to throw. Cook's looking out here. He's going to catch. It's going to be caught. And it'll be a first down. I tell you what, very nice job by Griffin Nuffs.
Yeah, that was a nice pattern. He just kind of pushed the defensive back, ran him off, and came back to the ball. And we've seen Cook and Nuffs hook up on that pattern quite a few times this year.
I don't know if Clyde can turn this into an 8-15 drive, but down by 1. Three receivers here to the near side. Cook hands off to Daniels. Daniels jumps over a player, keeps on going, powers across the 45, up to the 47. And he jumped over somebody and ran over another. I tell you what, those boys from Wauseon are going to be glad when that bull gets out of this ring because he has been a man amongst boys. 1st and 10, Clyde at their own 47. Cook back to throw. He's going to throw quick out again. It's going to be caught, and it will be for a first. No, it won't be for a first down. It'll be for about 8.
Just nice quick passes, just getting it out, and a nice patterns by Wilson. You know, that's something where Cook is throwing the ball before he makes his break.
Coach Carter already thinking about if we score, do we go for 2? Here we go. 2nd down and short, 7:54 to go. Jaden Cook quickly looks. He's got guy wide open. There he is at the 20, at the 10, slipping down at the 13-yard line. Oh my! Griffin Nuff's had it open, Mike. Dry field. He's gone.
Yeah, that was wide open. The safety split. Okay, they had two deep safeties. They both went to each side of the field, which left that middle wide open. Griffin Nuff found it. Cook saw him, and big play.
First and 10 at the 13. Cook gives the Daniels up the middle. Daniels, he gets into the end zone. Give me the score. Touchdown. Oh, my.
Oh, I tell you what, that's a nice job by Clyde being able to mix it up, run and then pass. The big pass play with the broken coverage to get the ball down and then get them on their heels. Daniels didn't have to run anybody over that time. The line made a nice big hole for him. Was able to get it right through into the end zone.
Clyde shows an offset right now like they're going for 2. And they forced Wauseon into taking a timeout. A flag on the play. How could that be?
Well, it must have had someone with equipment violation. No, timeout.
That's timeout. We'll take a timeout here. 7:26 to go. Clyde on top. We'll be back with the extra point after this.
Members save more at Friendship. Register for your Friendship loyalty card today and enjoy member perks like free coffee Mondays and member promotions on great items like Rockstar 16-ounce cans, 3 for $3.77, where with every purchase, members get entered for a chance to win an Xbox One collector's console, plus everyday great deals on Muddy Buddy and Gardetto chips, 2 for $4, Hostess singles, 2 for $3, and 20-ounce Coke bottles, 3 for $4. Stop in today. Friendship, you're always welcome.
Hi, it's Eagle 99 and 92.1 The Wolf Sports Director Kyle Knight for Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont. When it comes to outfitting the sports staff here at the radio station, we go to Juan and Athletic Supply. Athletic Supply offers us affordable prices on shirts and pullovers and handles all the custom embroidery. No matter what your sport, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, or volleyball, you'll find the equipment and clothing you need to make you look good and play good. So get in the game at Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
All right, welcome back. Both teams kind of trading timeouts. Right now it's Clyde 20, and it is Wauseon 15. Obviously, the Flyers, this extra point's kind of important, Mike.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, Clyde they come out 2 times looking like they're going to go for 2. They had what we call a muddle huddle, where you have 5 players off to the side. You have a guard, a center, a guard. You have your quarterback and 1 back in the backfield. Then you have a split to the other side. So we'll see if they come out into more of a uniformed look.
They're going for 2.
Can you see the drag by the tight end? It seems like that's been their go-to when they need something.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Here we go. 7:26. 20-15. Guys run that offset muddle like you said, Mike.
Yep, that's what they're doing.
Cook, the quarterback, looking for the snap. He's got it. It's low. He's running. He's going to throw it over here. It's going to be good. And they got it to Knopf. Extra point, good. And now it's Clyde 22, And Wauseon 15. Wow.
Noss was the second receiver on the right side. He kind of looked like he was running a post, put his foot in the ground, took it to the outside. And as soon as he took it to the outside, Cook hit him right in stride. Easy 2 points.
Your in-game scoreboard, which finally we can tell you, right? It's Clyde 22, Wauseon 15. Clyde scored in 54 seconds.
You know, like we were saying off air, John, was that too quick? You know, because
5 plays, 80 yards in 52 seconds, or excuse me, 54 seconds. 7:26 to go in this one. It is not over.
No.
Now the shootout might happen.
Both teams with 2 timeouts left.
All right, so Armstrong and Tester deep for Wauseon. Again, it will be Dickman kicking off for Clyde. And we got some time left here. Clyde with the lead. Wauseon getting ready to get it back. And this time it's just a shoot poach punt. It's on the ground. No, they'll pick it up, and it will be at the 38. Let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad, right now, Clyde's sideline with a little bit of energy after that quick score and strike.
Yes, they do. They were jacked up over here. They're ready to go. They better be ready, though, for the quarterback from Wauseon, because you know he's going to be airing it out, and those receivers are athletic.
Well, you know, Mike, it's, as you said, their biggest plays have been their busted plays.
Yeah. Once he's able to get outside and break contain, that's where he's the most dangerous.
Now it's a matter of the Clyde defense. Can they keep enough pressure on him to keep him from running wild? I mean, Penrod, he's as mobile quarterback as we've seen. He's had a great night tonight. Clyde's up by 7, 22-15 with 7:23 to go. Open backfield for Penrod. He's got 5 out. He's looking. He's being flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw it incomplete. I tell you what, he had more pressure than he wanted to. Flushed him out of the pocket. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Did you guys see that hold? Blue Norman was held, and they can't believe they called it over here.
Yeah, that's Blue Norman was held. Homeler was right in there as well, and putting a lot of pressure on him to hurry up that throw.
Well, I'm sure the coaches are reminding the officials. All right, 2nd down and 10, 7:18 to go. Now, Rich right back next to Penrod. He's throwing across the middle. It's going to be caught. And should be for a 1st down.
Nice catch, because he was hit immediately by Bauer.
At the 49. So he picked up 11. Yeah, but I tell you what, that time Penrod stepped into it.
He did.
He had threw a little bit more of a line drive, and nice curl pattern that time by Armstrong.
But that was a good job by Greenslade, forcing him to stay in the pocket, not get outside or around.
Well, and Armstrong's the one that had that great catch for the touchdown. 1st down and 10, Wauseon, Penrod back. He's looking right. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's got to throw up in the air, and it should be incomplete. Nope, incomplete. Again, nice pressure by the Clyde defense. 6:50 to go.
He was looking like he was open there pretty quick because he had the out and up, and Wilson had to adjust to that. So he just wasn't able to get enough air onto that ball.
Your Athletic Supply in-game scoreboard, 22-15. Clyde on top. Wauseon with the football. 2nd down and 10 at midfield. Moving left to right. 4 receivers to the far side this time. Penrod looking straight that way. He's being pressured. He's just going to throw it up in the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. I tell you what, the only way Wauseon can stop the Clyde defensive front is they hold them, Mike.
That's it, and they're getting through there. That time, Greenslade and Homeler were putting so much pressure on him. He's throwing the ball as he's running backwards, John.
Right.
And there is no way he's going to be able to hit the receiver doing that.
Well, that's what we were told, that he'll throw it off any foot. He's a great athlete. If he had the mechanics right, he could be a great quarterback. But right now, 22-15, he's got a big play here, 3rd and 10. See if Clyde can cover up. 2 receivers each side. Trying to look. He's being flushed again. He throws it over here. It's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down and 10. The Clyde defense right now is feeling like, okay, come on, throw it this way.
Yeah, and do I have to say it again? Again, Greenslade and Holm are putting the pressure on him, making him throw in the air passes.
I tell you what, is this playoff football, my friend?
This is it.
It sure is. Big 4th down play for Clyde. They like to get the ball back. They're up by 7. And Penrod is athletic enough to break a play and get a first down. We've seen it all night long. Here we go. Penrod moving left to right. They've chipped back. They're looking. He throw a low shot out here. Incomplete. Oh, my. He got drilled by Clyde, and Clyde give him a hand and lift him up. But what do we have? A flag on the field. It should be holding against them. Let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad.
They got a hold on Wauseon, so they're going to decline it. It's going to be Clyde football.
Absolutely. Championship football, my friend. You got to have one more point to win, but your defense is what can win a championship, and they turn it over on downs.
And like we've said all year, that defensive line, those guys able to make the plays and put the pressure on. And again, good coverage downfield. I mean, you can't take it away from the secondary. Tonight they have shown that they can cover downfield.
Well, you made the point, Mike, and it's very well taken, that they've got to keep Penrod contained.
Right.
And he has had no chance here in this last series. Clyde fell down 15-14 and came back and have roared back. Here they go. Daniels with the football, head down. Here he goes. He goes to the 40.
And we're going to see a big dose of Michael Daniels right now. Just continue to feed him the ball and wear that defense out.
6:27. And they've got to start the clock. Let's run that clock, fellas. 6:23. 2 timeouts by each team. Clyde's going to run that play clock down. Another score here by Clyde will put this game away.
Oh, yeah.
6:12 to go. Clyde's showing their double wing set now. Daniels up tight. And also, Jaden Cook, the quarterback, has run it masterfully. Here we go. It's going to be a handoff. Daniels up the middle. Head down, and he'll pick up about 3 more. He'll get off right tackle down to about the 34, Mike, maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly where they're at.
Okay. So it's going to be 2nd down and 5. You're gaining 5 yards a crack. You take your time down here. The Flyers have shown something here tonight, Mike. They took a awful hard shot to the midsection, but they've responded when they needed to. And this team growing up right before our eyes. Lose 5 seniors that start. They'll have 17 coming back next year. Jaden Cook under quarterback in their double wing set, just single setback, single receiver. Daniels up the middle, head down, spins. He keeps his feet going. And he gets over to the 25. He got tackled. He was laying over top the guy, but never touched the ground, kept his feet moving, and got the first down to the 26.
Yeah, that time Isaac Wilson thought he had him down.
No.
He hit him low, and Daniels laid right on top of him, was able to keep his feet moving, got up, and continued to run. They gave him an extra 5 yards.
Let's credit the official for being right on that and knowing that's exactly, he had not touched the ground. 1st and 10, Clyde at the 26-yard line. Letting the play clock get down. It's at 10 now. 4:48 and counting. Clyde driving to try and steal this win. Daniels, right side, head down. He breaks another tackle. Breaks another, gets down to the 20. Let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad, right now, have you seen any running back this year that has dominated a football game as much as Mike Daniels has?
Oh, he is running with heart tonight, and it's the way he ran the first couple games of the season before he got injured. And you could tell he wasn't the same running back as he was in the middle of the season, but he's here tonight, and he's running well and hard.
And that's something. Last year, he was behind Gunnar Golden.
Right.
And, he got a few reps, so he looked good, but he never had an opportunity. Now this is his opportunity. He's making it work.
2nd down and 4. Daniels again. He'll get tripped up, keeps his feet moving, and they should give him progress down to about the 17. Should be a pickup of almost 3. Armstrong on the tackle. It's going to be 3rd down in, let's say, a long 2 yards. 3:47, Mike. 22-15. Your Athletic Supply in-game scoreboard. The Clyde Flyers with the lead, with the ball, and want to get out of here and find a way to Huron, Ohio next week to take on the Huron Tigers out of the Sandusky Bay Conference. Here we go. 3rd down and 2. Right to left. Flyers with the double wing set. One receiver to the far side. Letting the play clock go down to 5, 4, 3. They hand off to Daniels. He's got a hole, but he gets split up. He did not get it. Let's go down to Brad Bannister. Brad.
Yeah, he got stopped short here. He ran into the back of his offensive line, and they didn't get a great push on that play, so he's going to be about 2 yards short.
All right, so obviously too long for a field goal. They're going to go for it here, Mark, on 4th down.
Yeah, this is
kind of the play right here, isn't it?
This is it.
Well, excuse me, they can run the clock down to about 2:20.
You know, we know Wauseon can strike big quick.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if they do not get a first down here,
they're going to take a timeout. We're going to take the timeout here, too. Last time out of this ball game, 22-15. Clyde with the ball, with the lead. We'll come back with the 4th down play after this. Fremont Federal Credit Union High School football on Eagle 99. Keep it right here. Thanks so much, Mike Roca. We paid the bills. We're just trying to give more airtime away.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
Who should we do a commercial for?
Blue Collar Bistro.
No food here on the road tonight.
Yeah, that's all right, man. You know, that's
they
okay.
took care of us.
They definitely did.
All right, Mike Roca back at the station, our chief engineer and producer, doing a great job for us here tonight. Remember that on the other side of the dial on 92.1, big win by Bellevue. Bellevue wins 34-9, so they will advance. And the Bellevue Redmen, you know, I tell you what, they're going to take on the winner of Kenton and Ontario. I don't know if we have any scores on that.
And those are Kenton is number 8 and Ontario is number 9 seed.
Yep, and of course Bellevue the number 1. So Bellevue wins, so they get another home game.
Yep.
So Bellevue will be home next week. Kenton and Ontario, the winner of that game. Should Clyde hang on, they'll travel to Huron to take on the Tigers out of the SBC. But right now, this is a big 4th down play for them. Wilson split to the right side. Cook under center. Clyde's showing a double set this time. They give to Daniels. Daniels head down. He powers over. Defender gets across the 15 to the 14. And gets that first down, and that could put this one to bed.
Yep, that definitely was second effort on Daniel's part. He was hit short of the first down, kept those feet moving, pushed him forward, got the first.
You know how defensive ends lean in and try to turn the corner against a blocker? That's what he did. He leaned in to get the first down.
He kept driving those legs.
2:05 and counting, 19 seconds left on the play clock. Clyde is going to run it down, and right now the Flyers got the ball. You know what? We talked about it. Did they score too early? Evidently not. Because they wanted to get the ball in their hands to run the clock, and that's exactly what they did. Here comes Daniels getting up the middle, keeps his feet moving. And where do they spot him at? They spot him inside the 10.
Yep, they got him about the 9.
Okay, thank you so much, Brad.
Now, if they do not get a first down,
they can kick a field goal.
They do have within Sidney Holman's range.
124 and counting. Your in-game scoreboard, Clyde 22-15. Wauseon went up a 15-14, Mike, and went for 2 of the extra point, got it. Clyde came back, scored in 5 plays to take the lead. They went for 2 and also got it. Get that play clock down. Here we go. Hand off Daniels. He gets hit, puts his head down. He said, "No more. I want one more." What do you think about that?
I think that just put the icing on top of the cake.
We don't have a most valuable player because we don't have that sponsorship on this side of the dial, at least the games we do. But your most valuable player, Michael Daniels, 9-yard touchdown run to put this one to bed. I tell you what, Clyde powered this last, what was it, Mike? How many minutes were on the clock? Probably about 5 or so. They just
right close to 6.
And they powered it. Holman in for the extra point. We'll keep it right here. Sidney Holman trying to be perfect on the night. Snap, hold, kick. Kick is blocked. That time they got a big rush up the middle, and it is no good. But your score right now is Clyde 28, Wauseon 15. At the 101 mark, the Flyers score. They got the ball. Well, they scored in 5 plays at 7:26. Wauseon ran 2, 3, 4, 5 plays, turnover and downs, and Clyde just masterfully ran the ball down the throats of the Wauseon Indians. Brad Bannister, it sounds like a little jubilation on your side of the field.
Oh, there's some excitement. You can hear the fans celebrating. They know what they've done tonight. They, coming back after that state championship last year, and they're proving that they have their own identity and they can do, a nice follow-up to what they did last year.
So the Flyers hang on here and win their third in a row. I tell you what, the Flyers, Mike, no matter what happens the rest of this season, this team has rebounded. It's so hard to come off the championship season. Yeah. It just is.
And when you are, we'll go ahead and get this play.
Right.
Kick.
There's a kick. It's going to squib up, and they're just kind of looking at it, and they pick it up and going up the middle of the field, getting hit and dropped at the 36.
Dylan Overmeyer on the kickoff team making that stop.
So, excuse me, Mike. So, Clyde, with their second win in a row, in a position where they get to play a rival. Now, Clyde and Huron scrimmaged earlier in the year, right? And this Clyde team's a little bit different than the one that they scrimmaged earlier in the year.
And that was a very close scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 56 seconds to go, 28-15. Wauseon's got to score twice in order to win this game. We're going to see the ball flying right now. It's going to be a sack and a fumble, but it'll be a sack, and then we have a penalty. What do you think that penalty might be, Brad?
I'm not sure. He's there. Wauseon is they're clapping.
How could it be?
Roughing, personal foul.
Wow.
Oh, roughing the passer?
I didn't see anything.
How can you rough the passer if he's running?
Did he throw it?
No, he grabbed him by the shirt and pulled him down.
Yeah, they grabbed him by the shirt, but I don't think that's like illegal.
No, that is not.
He horse-collared him.
No, he did not horse collaring.
The referee is saying that someone jumped on top of him after the play. I didn't see it.
Well, that was Blue Norman's 9th sack of the year.
That moves the ball up to the 46-yard line by penalty. 50 seconds to go. So, we've had some unique calls here tonight, guys. There's no doubt about that. But it's going to be Clyde's going to win this ball game, 28-15, 50 seconds left in this one. Wauseon right now trying to get that ball in the air. They need time. And here comes the Clyde rush. And they're just going deep. They got a pass out there. It's going to be, did he catch it in bounds? They're going to give him that catch. Wow. Let's go to Brad Bannister. I don't know how in the world he caught that. He tipped it up. Clyde bounced it. He grabbed it on the way down and caught it. That was Sam Smith.
Yeah, I saw Coach Carter kind of throw his hands up in the air like, are you kidding me?
We have seen so many, well, it's 1st and 10 at the 25. They're going in the end zone again, and this time it's going to be incomplete. 33 seconds to go.
Pass intended for Sauber is incomplete.
Well, he's got to throw it in the end zone, guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with 33 seconds left. Yeah, without a doubt, they got to get it.
28-15, 33 seconds to go. Of course, a quick score and then onside kick recovery, Mike. Anything can happen.
It could happen. It could. Chances are slim, but it could.
Vegas says no. 18 seconds on the play clock. 33 seconds to go here in the game. Wauseon trying to rush a score into this ball game. Penrod looks. Here comes the Clyde rush. And they go in the end zone again, and this time it's going to be incomplete.
Almost picked off.
Smith again. I know he likes to go to Smith. Smith is 6'3". I'd go to him too. He's quick and he's fast.
Yep. And he had Lozier as well as Jaden Johnson right there for that jump ball.
But I tell you what, though, the middle of the field is so wide open. Why don't you just go ahead and pump fake it deep and hit a guy in the slant across the middle, Mike? They'd score.
And they would. You're right.
All right, here we go. Penrod back. He's looking. He's pump fake, goes across the middle of the field. It's going to be incomplete. So it's 4th down for the Wauseon Indians. 22 seconds to go in this one. The Bellevue Redmen, they advance. They'll have another home game next week. The Clyde Flyers, if they can hang on here 22 seconds, keep that lead, they'll move to Huron to take on the Tigers. In Sandusky Bay crossover action between the Lake and Bay Division. Right now, it's Wauseon, though, with the football and 22 seconds to go. About an hour and 15-minute drive, almost hour 20 for Clyde to get here. Let's see if they can go home happy. And it's going to be a timeout. We'll keep it right here. So, Brad Bannister, I tell you what, this Clyde Flyer team, they bent a little bit here tonight against a pretty good athletic quarterback, but they have been able to find their way to use the stability of their defense and their running game to put a pretty solid hold on this ball game.
Yeah, I think it's the balanced attack of Clyde all night long that has really kept Wauseon off balance. Just from the pounding running of Michael Daniels to the nice little short, quick passes and outs of Jaden Cook and his receivers. And I tell you what, the quarterback, Penrod for Wauseon, he does a lot of nice things, but I think a big part of his offense is kind of throw it up and let his athletic receivers go get the ball. And Clyde's really done a nice job of chasing him around and making those throws difficult for him.
Yeah, he hasn't had a lot of time where he can just stand back there and plant his foot and go, where he's been kind of running for his life most of the second half, Mike. All right, well, here's their last play of the game for them if they don't get a first down. They're at the 25. They got to get past the 15 to keep the ball in their hands. He's rolling right. He's rolling, still rolling. He's going to throw it way up in the middle. This is going to be a Hail Mary. It's going to be intercepted by Clyde. And nothing to say out of bounds, and that's going to be it. I tell you what, Penrod's going to finish his season here in football. From what I understand, he's got a full ride to Bowling Green to be a pitcher. But your Clyde Flyers are going to take a knee, and they're going to win this football game here tonight. This is a significant win for Clyde, Mike, against a pretty good football team.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And Clyde coming into the playoffs with 3-3. Last year they came in at 6-4.
Yeah.
Right? So do you see a correlation? They were not, the world beaters in the regular season, in the shortened regular season we had this year. But when we get into the playoffs, they turn it up a notch.
Well, there's your victory celebration, and this one is over. Your final at Harmon Field in Wauseon. Moving on are the Clyde Flyers. They win here in Division 4, Region 14, 28-15 over the Wauseon Indians. We'll take a timeout and get back with Coach Carter after this on Eagle 99.
Hi, I'm Tony Camilleri, CEO of the Fremont Federal Credit Union. We are proud to again sponsor high school sports on Eagle 99, 92.1, the Wolf, and 100.9 Coast Country. Whether it's for the community we live in or guiding people with the biggest financial decisions of their lives, we believe in people helping people. If you live, work, worship, volunteer, or attend school in Sandusky, Ottawa, and parts of Seneca and Wood counties, you're eligible to join us. Investing in our communities and our youth are what we're all about. Visit us at fremontfcu.com. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hello, it's Pete with Sunrise. Man, I love this time of year, but I also love heat when I want it. At Sunrise, we monitor our tanks via a satellite. Yes, that's right. We know exactly how much propane is in your tank. That means we know when to fill your tank back up before you're in any threat of running out. With Sunrise, you can rest assured you will have heat when you want it. So call Sunrise, get set up with your propane needs, and enjoy the season. Sunrise Cooperative. Success grows here.
Crown Battery, locally owned and operated, is pleased to support tonight's teams and takes this time to wish them luck for a successful season. The staff at Crown Battery recognizes the importance of teamwork both in and out of the classroom. That is why everyone at Crown Battery is a proud sponsor of not only tonight's broadcast, but a proud sponsor and contributor to our community, its athletic programs, and its educational infrastructure. Good luck and thank you from all the staff at Crown Battery, supplying you power since 1926.
Frickers has just what you want, everyday values. Monday, boneless frickin' chicken wings. Tuesday, traditional frickin' chicken wings. Wednesday, steak day at Frickers. Thursday, frickin' chicken chunks. Whether it's dine-in, carry-out, delivery, or order online at frickers.com. Everyday values are available at only one place. Dine in, carry out, delivery, and new at Frickers. Order online at frickers.com.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
All right, welcome back to Clyde Flyers victorious here in the playoff picture. Getting kind of comfortable with that. Let's see if Brad Bannister can get us the winning coach and Coach Ryan Carter.
I'll try to get him. He's up here jumping around quite a bit, though.
Well,
I'll see if we can get him up here.
Not a lot of hang time there.
The team, you can hear them. They're hooping and hollering. Let me see if I can get them real quick here.
Okay.
A lot of hugging going on. You all get him. He's
Coach
celebrating
Carter
with his
kids.
young daughter.
Yeah, so we get to play again next week, right? She goes, yeah.
Coach, hour and 20-minute bus ride. Natural grass, which is like you don't see it very much. You got about 4 yards on the sideline. You got trains going by. You got to be really proud of what just went on.
Special, and I told our kids that when you come on the road against a very good team like that, and you can handle all that adversity of coming on a big road trip and doing the things that we were able to do tonight. Listen, we won a state championship last year, and I've been proud of that group. But this group, to fight through what we had to fight through this year and kind of protect ourselves a little bit with all the stuff that's going on, very, very proud of that group, Brad.
Now, they have some just fantastic receivers. They really do. But I think it comes to your defensive line on how you really controlled their passing game.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about that all week. It was going to be, the whole key. If we could get pressure, make him run around, make him make some bad decisions. And, to be honest with you, we covered him up pretty well in the back. They scored in the first drive of the game, and then not again until the fourth quarter. That's pretty good for our defense against that offense.
Mike Daniels looks a little healthier this week compared to the last couple weeks.
Yeah, he's getting there. He's still a little bit banged up, but, whatever he had tonight, I'll take it because he ran that ball hard.
Coach, great win. Little SBC flavor next week, taking on the Huron Tigers. But you guys celebrate this win. You played a heck of a football.
We're going to enjoy this one, and we'll get after tomorrow.
All right, nice bus ride home, Coach.
All right, thanks. That's winning Coach Ryan Carter. We'll take a timeout here again. Clyde wins 28-15. Fremont Federal Credit Union High School football on Eagle 99.
Tonight's postgame show is brought to you by Frozone Frozen Yogurt, Tiffin's spot for premium frozen yogurt. We'll head back to the stadium after this on the BAS Sports Radio Network.